So, we normally record this on Mondays, and I think Marvel is aware of this because they dropped the Thor Avengers Doomsday trailer today. Fortunately, we're recording on a Tuesday, so we got him.
We got him this time.
Yeah.
A holiday technicality. We got him. Yeah. Thor in the woods praying to All-Father Odin for help. And I don't know about y'all, but like if I was like a random passerby, right? And then I just so happen to see, hey, he looks like that Thor guy. I wonder what he's doing. Is he praying? Oh, no.
Yeah. Like, for real. Like, I think at that point, I might as well just put my head between my legs and kiss my ass goodbye.
Yeah, you're pretty much done when, like, this is a guy who came down during Infinity War and literally changed the course of the battle.
Yeah.
On his own.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. This is pretty interesting because you have to wonder how dire is shit when Thor Odin's son is praying to Odin. And we don't know the last time he's even tried to commune with his father. For all we know, the last time we saw Odin was in Ragnarok, right? And in Ragnarok, Odin was basically like, yeah, look, man, Loki, Thor, I'll leave y'all with some bullshit I've got to tell y'all about, but I'm about to die, so deuces.
Yeah. That's pretty much what happened.
Yeah, and he pieced out. It was like, I don't know. I know that he's the All-Father, but does he still go to Valhalla? Because I don't think that his death was Valhalla worthy.
Yeah, I mean, especially since, he literally was just like, yeah, I should have told you guys about your evil as fuck sister. She actually wasn't that evil before I sealed her up, but she's actually quite evil now, and
she's real mad.
And yeah, actually, as we're having this conversation, she's actually killing all your friends off screen. But
yeah, like right now.
Anyway, it was good of you guys to come in and say goodbye to me. I'm out.
Well, I guess it does play into the whole thing of like this is not the mythology of Thor. This is the comic version of Thor. Yep. So
Also, maybe he just gets in because he's Odin.
I mean,
that's what I was also thinking. Yeah.
This is my house.
It's like, the All-Father just gets in.
So I'm going to go ahead and throw my long-distance theory at the basket, see if it goes in.
Okay.
I think that maybe there's a chance that we get to see Thor with the Odin Force. And maybe it looks like we're going to get a repeat of Infinity War, where Thor makes that fourth quarter comeback. But this time it doesn't work, even with the Odin Force. I think that'd be kind of cool. Technically, with Odin dead, Thor would be the one who would get that power. But I don't know exactly if they're going to go that direction, but it'd be really cool to see. The question is, what kind of power would Doom possess that he just shuts down something like the Odin Force?
Maybe, when he first gets the Odin Force, he thinks he killed Deadpool with it.
Oh, Jesus.
And then when he finds out Deadpool's okay, that's why he's, like, crying,
Yeah. I think that's a valid thing. Yeah.
I want y'all to know, someone online posted the King of the Hill meme, the format, and it was like Bobby holding up the poster that said, why can't people understand that it was just a throwaway scene when when Deadpool was holding Thor or vice versa, and that it doesn't mean anything. And, if those kids could read, they'd be really upset right now.
but you know for a fact.
I don't.
For a fact. They're going to put that shit in there.
If it's a throwaway scene, it's trash.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I disagree, but,
You don't put a prediction like that in a movie.
It's foreshadowing.
It is.
I think that maybe people only think that like that because they only vaguely remember anything from the Dark World. Is that where that's from? Dark World? Yeah.
No, it's from Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah, no, I'm saying, but that scene was just restructured from Dark World.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
But I'm thinking that maybe most people don't remember that movie enough to know that it was just a throwaway gag from that.
Meh.
Yeah, that's meh. Yeah, and that's garbage. Yeah, we need the scene.
We don't get it. It doesn't have to be the exact scene, but a similar scene in this particular timeline.
Kevin Feige, I know you watch. Okay, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna text you right after.
Right after.
Right. After Secret Wars, I'm taking a whole number point off of every MCU movie if that scene is not fulfilled.
Oh.
Until it is.
Mr. Feige, sir, he can't go through the committee to get that approved. Okay, so listen.
That is not going to stop him from doing
Yeah, I
it.
was going to say, if Kevin Feige really was listening to this, he'd be like, I'm not really confident that that's the solution to my problem. I'm more of a forgiveness person. I don't really do permission. Especially because it actually only takes 45 business days for the forgiveness form to get through. It takes 60 days for the permission form.
It does.
So it's more efficient.
They should restructure that.
They really should.
Yeah. But no, other than that, Oz, you didn't see the trailer, did you?
No, I have not.
Okay. Well, Caleb,
I did see the Captain America trailer, but
Okay.
yeah.
Well, Ace is actually going to reenact the whole thing for you here.
Go, please do.
I will. Oh, Father Odin. Is your son Thor the unworthy? I don't remember the rest of the words, but I have a daughter now, and shit is terrible here on whatever planet this is. I assume Earth. I don't know why I'm here on Earth again. And Victor Von Stark is beating my ass, and I can really use the Odin force. Oh, Father, if you could, please and thanks. T's and P's. That's thoughts and prayers.
I mean, that's the Oscar list.
I mean, Oscar list. And honestly, it's almost as like Chris Hemsworth was in the room with us.
Yeah.
For real.
Thank you. Yeah. That's my goal every time I turn the lights out too.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be honest. It might have been a little more Liam than Chris, but it'd be all right.
I mean, if you don't have at least one hater, then you're not doing something right.
Oh. We'll do like The Witcher, and we'll have a bunch of flashback scenes to like the MCU, but it's you instead of Chris Hemsworth.
Please don't remind me of that.
I need the very next scene to be Odin, and he's like at a table in Valhalla. He's got like a big old turkey leg or whatever, and he's eating it, and he's like, I saw Love and Thunder. I ain't sending you shit.
Holy shit. Oh, man. But no, it looks like things are going pretty sideways for our heroes. We're still a year out from the movie, and so it's fine that we don't really know anything, but we have these cool little tidbits and teasers.
They are cool.
Yeah, they are. The next one coming out, I think, is really going to get people also excited.
Yeah.
And we can all look forward to both listening to and attributing to theories and rumors and just trying to figure out what the fuck is going to happen in Doomsday.
Now, when do you guys think that we will get so the first teaser was Captain America, the second one's Thor. It was heavily rumored that the third one was going to be X-Men, and I think when we first heard that, me and him both were like, they're not going to fucking do that. But the third teaser, multiple, it is in fact an X-Men teaser. Cool as fuck. And then also it's very heavily rumored the fourth one is just going to be like a general teaser for the film. When do you guys think we're going to get a full trailer? Like, what are they going to, what movie are they going to run that in front of?
I mean, honestly, the Super Bowl is always a safe bet.
Oh, yeah. I didn't think of that. Yeah. Yeah, we could get our first full trailer for the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I think Deadpool and Wolverine did that, and it worked out very well for them.
That's true. Deadpool and Wolverine could have dropped in front of the SpongeBob SquarePants premiere, and it would have still...
Yeah. I do got to say this, though. I think the teaser thing that they're doing with this is lame. I think it's really dumb. I think most people are watching the grainy, shitty filmed versions of these. Mm-hmm. Marvel should just go ahead and put them out. They had this whole strategy where they were trying to get people into the theater to see Avatar. That's not fucking working. It is going to be the first billion-dollar box office bomb ever.
Yeah.
And hopefully the last.
Here's the thing about Avatar, and I mean this with all due respect. No one really cares that much.
Yeah.
I feel like if someone asked me to go watch it, then I certainly would, just so I can put a capstone on whatever this story is trying to get to. But I don't feel compelled to see how this thing wraps up. For me, it's not interesting enough.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong. Like, you actually took me to see the very first Avatar in IMAX. My very first IMAX movie, IMAX 3D, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
It was mind blowing. It was
only way to watch
beautiful,
it.
and like I enjoyed the story. I mean, granted, it is just space Pocahontas, but it's still a good story. I didn't need any more than that, and the fact that it took so long for them to create the second one, I had no desire to even go see that one, and I still haven't seen it, and I don't really want to watch the third one.
I think the thing that maybe James Cameron was thinking of was, I think that he wanted to redo what he did with Terminator franchise. How he made Terminator 1 that came out in, I think it was maybe 86, 87, somewhere around there, which was really good for his time, but it was really good because of the performances and the story. He didn't have the technology to do what he wanted to do until the early 90s, and then they were able to make T2. T2 wasn't successful simply because of its technology. It also had a gripping story and characters.
Oh
and
yeah, still my favorite Terminator movie.
Yeah. That's the only acceptable answer for your favorite Terminator movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
But with Avatar, I feel like maybe he thought he was going to get the same thing, because for him, he said something about, at the time, he couldn't get the water effects right. And so however many years later, they were able to do it and put it into motion or whatever. And the problem is like, your water in that movie looks tremendous, James. If that's what you wanted to hear, that's what I'll tell you. It looks great. I can't really give you any other good pointers about this movie, though, because it's really long and it's just not that interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, like if you're not, what happened to the storytelling? Yes, visual effects are amazing and as always enjoyed to see on the screen. But if the story is not there, then what's the point? Because that's what movies are stories, and they're just
It's made to evoke a specific emotion from you. Like every scene in that movie is, because it's like, oh, I've seen this, or it's breathtaking, or whatever it is. But like, they are the scenery and the visuals and everything, they are made to evoke emotion from you, but none of the characters or the plot have any substance, which is why most people cannot name 2 fucking characters from that movie. Most people can't name one.
Jake.
That is the main guy.
From State Farm.
Yeah. It's a different Jake.
different Jake.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah. I definitely couldn't, like, if you had a gun to my head, I couldn't name one of the kids. Not even the
See, I didn't even know there were kids, so
I couldn't even tell you the weird Sigourney Weaver baby.
That was weird. That was weird, yeah.
Yeah, because, like, so, like...
Oh, boy.
No. Wait, what?
Yeah. So in the first movie, they put Sigourney Weaver... Like, no, she dies.
She
next
dies.
to the tree.
Yeah.
Next to the
well, they bring her body there, yeah.
The world life tree or whatever.
Yeah.
And then, this, like... What is it? It's like a dead Navi or something that they have. Gets pregnant and has a little baby Sigourney Weaver.
Mm-hmm. Can we? No. Just never mind.
That happens in the second one.
I don't blame
you're
James.
not helping me want to watch these movies.
Oh, no, that wasn't my intent.
I don't blame James Gunn for that. I mean, James Gunn. I don't blame him for that.
I don't blame James Gunn for any of this.
I don't blame James Cameron for that, because, listen, if you got to put Sigourney Weaver in your movie, you got to do what you got to do.
That's true. I mean, they're like, oh, man,
that's a way to look at it.
Like, did you guys know we killed Sigourney Weaver? We need her in all the sequels. Like, fuck. I'm sure we can figure out something.
There were a couple other things I wanted to talk to you guys about that I thought was pretty interesting. We'll start with the more mild one first that I really thought was pretty interesting here. There's been a lot of news recently about Ryan Coogler discussing his plans for, like, the Black Panther movies.
Yeah.
Like his original plans. There's been a lot of talk about what he wanted to do for the sequel, which is fine all on his own, but really is what he wanted to do. It looks like for the first movie that I think was pretty interesting. And I remember hearing rumors about this, but never being confirmed. But now it's interesting to hear Coogler confirm this. He says that for Black Panther 1, he wanted to base it on the Christopher Priest run of Black Panther, that one up there. And he says the run starts with Panther. It starts with Panther and Kraven in Hell's Kitchen, which during that run, Black Panther, he is actually in New York fighting crime instead of being in Wakanda. And he says that's the first thing. He says it's Ross, it's Panther, and Kraven fighting in the kitchen. I was like, yo, can I have Kraven in this movie? And Marvel said, we don't think so, but let us check. So they hit up Sony, and Sony was like, absolutely not.
Absolutely not. We have great plans.
We have these tremendous plans in store for Kraven. Under no circumstances can he be in a Black Panther movie. That's absolutely not allowed.
Yeah, they may have had him like hunt something.
That just completely derailed things.
Yeah. How could they?
Oof.
Yeah. I thought that was hilarious, first and foremost. It's a shame because we were this close to having probably the best on-screen Kraven that we're ever going to get. But instead, we got what we got. Shout out to you for that, Sony. I'm sure it'll work out next time they try a Kraven movie.
Or any other, pretty much, superhero.
Hopefully they're done. We'll see.
Yeah, we're actually really hoping that the Sony Spider-Man movies with no Spider-Man in them franchise is done.
Yeah, because believe it or not, a Spider-Man-less Spider-Man movie doesn't work, apparently.
Yeah.
What?
It's the craziest thing to me, too.
That's just unheard of.
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
Asinine, even.
In the back of my mind, I was like, man, you don't see Nintendo putting out like a Yoshi movie. But then I was like, that actually probably would sell.
Yeah.
That actually probably would.
Like a Shy Guy movie? Maybe not. But, Yoshi, definitely.
This next thing I wanted to talk about before we get to the main event, I had to share this with someone else other than myself. First of all, shout out to Den of Geek. They're the ones who posted this and put this list together. So shout out to those guys. But they have here the Star Wars movies ranked worst to best.
Oh, no.
Oh, God.
No, why would you do this? How much time you got on that thing?
384 hours.
Okay, so before you get into this, I just want to point out that in our very last episode that we did, we actually went into some like plot holes, mysteries, etc. in nerd movies. And the very last question was actually, how did Palpatine return? And on the way home, I realized that I didn't answer the question at all.
But you went on a tirade.
I just went on a fucking tirade for 30 minutes.
Bear with him here.
About how fucking goddamn awful the sequel trilogy is. Which I feel like may happen again. I'm going to try to narrow it in. But like, and then I got in the car and I was like, I never answered the goddamn question. So for those of you who are on that episode and you really do want to know the answer, I just want to preface this by saying that this doesn't make any goddamn sense. This is just what they said happened. The Emperor had a whole system where he had a series of clones around. That's actually how Rey's parents came to be. Her dad, I believe, was actually supposed to be this clone of Palpatine that was supposed to be like perfect for him to go into for his spirit to inhabit in the event of his death. However, Rey's dad actually didn't have the midichlorian count, like wasn't connected enough to the Force to be what he needed or whatever. So he was like imperfect or whatever. But her dad ended up escaping and having a kid with her mom, and of course we ended up with Rey, and that is why he was after Rey, was because she was like what he was intending to create to begin with, was somebody that was that strong.
I do remember that now. Thank you for reminding me of that trauma.
Yeah. So yeah, it's not a good answer, but it's, I guess, better than somehow Palpatine returned. Or maybe it's not.
I was going to say, maybe it's not.
Yeah.
Honestly, he shouldn't have returned. Just be that way.
Oh, correct. Yeah.
Let's not get crazy.
Yeah. So anyway, the rankings. I didn't want to leave that out there for the audience.
I'm glad that you were able to circle back around and get us that
full circle.
That answer.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to list them the way they have it, which is they start from worst and then they go down to best.
What is the I guess
the movie listing?
Well, yeah, like the
Is this
movie
just
listing.
the 9?
It's actually 11. They also include Solo and Rogue One.
Okay, so like I guess what is the criteria that they're going by? Is this like
Just overall best to worst?
Yeah, overall
All
best
right,
to worst.
so I'm going to go and tell you now. If the bottom 2 are not Last Jedi and Rise of Skywalker, we don't have to do this.
we can just not do this?
Oh, God. All right, go ahead. Go
Okay.
ahead.
all right.
Here it comes.
Number 11.
Number 11, The Rise of Skywalker.
Disagree, but all right.
You know, I understand where you're coming from.
They're saying it's the worst
It's
Star
the
Wars
worst.
movie?
Yeah.
It's not the worst Star Wars movie, but it is the worst movie.
You talked about that last week.
I don't know if that makes any sense to you guys, but if you're a Star Wars fan, you probably know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, so my thing is like this, right? I can understand if you think that this is the worst Star Wars movie, and I can understand if you don't think it's the worst, but I think either way, I don't think anyone should be offended, per se, at this being at the bottom, because don't we all feel it's somewhere near the bottom?
Yeah, it's like, for me, it's like, out of these 11 movies, there is a long drop between 9 and 10. Mm-hmm. It's like Last Jedi at the bottom, Rise of Skywalker, and then like 50 Miles of Earth, and then number 9.
All right, you got to strap in here. Number 10,
I swear to God.
Attack of the Clones.
No. What?
No.
You know, I was actually fully prepared to have to defend Phantom Menace for a second, but Attack of the Clones?
Attack of the Clones.
Phantom Menace is actually pretty beloved for a couple of reasons. As a matter of fact, we don't have to go into it right now, but I could go into how every modern blockbuster for the last 26 years is actually following Phantom Menace's format. But anyway.
Well, there's a thought.
Yeah.
Number 9, The Phantom Menace.
Well, and like, don't get me wrong, I've heard this since the prequel trilogy came out. While yes, it is, I could have done with probably about 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes less of pod racing, but the rest of that fucking movie is amazing. Like, shut up. Shut up. It has my favorite lightsaber battle. It also has my favorite Jedi in it. And, like, honestly, it introduces all these new characters. All these characters that we've all heard of, but, like, get to see them develop. And, I don't see why it's as low as, like, people get so much hate.
I do agree it is overhated. It is also a flawed movie.
I'm not saying it's not flawed.
Yeah.
It's both overhated and overloved somehow.
It's interesting, right?
Yeah.
I never had something that's both overcooked and undercooked.
It's like microwaved.
Now, from a purely technical standpoint, it's the worst of all 11. Because they were trying to do shit that they didn't have the technology to do. And, like, it's an analog... Well, it's like an old-school analog filmed movie that's using a fuck ton of green screen and CGI. And it looks terrible. You can actually see the green screen in a lot of scenes on the Blu-ray. It's really, really bad from just purely a technical standpoint.
Number 8, Solo.
No. This list sucks. This is trash.
Like, all right. The Last Jedi hasn't even been mentioned in the last 4, and that bothers me.
Yeah, it should have been...
That should have been number 11. Like, in my opinion, it should have been 11.
Yeah, it should have been 11.
Yeah, they were very bold to put this list out here. Yeah, I don't know how they came up with Solo being at 8.
Yeah, that's nonsense.
Yeah, that's definitely nonsense.
Number 7, this is the one that just really fucking I had to go and walk around the office. Revenge of the Sith.
No.
What?
That's bonkers.
That should be top 3.
Yeah, Revenge of the Sith should be top 3, if not 1.
The fact that it wound up at number 7 out of 11 on this list is...
The person that made this list has got to be like 90 years old.
Yeah, I was about to say, they have to be one of the, the purists that, like, I guarantee you the top 3 are A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi in some order.
You hope.
You hope, New Hope.
Like, I'm just saying, based off of the way this is already gone, like, that's the way it feels.
Empire's definitely number 1, though. This person's a douchebag.
Empire's really good, though. It's not number 1 for me, but, yeah, it's still really good.
Number 6, The Force Awakens.
Is it bad that I actually forgot that was even on the list?
I mean,
ranking Force Awakens under Last Jedi is awful as fuck. Like, I mean, yeah, that's awful. Okay.
Number 5, Rogue One.
This is terrible. Yeah, this person.
I think you're just reading this list just to piss us off.
Ryan Johnson made this list.
I told y'all, I saw this list and I had to share it with somebody else. Number 4, The Last Jedi.
What?
Yeah, Ryan Johnson made this list.
I mean, yeah, I was speechless when I saw this.
And I was correct, wasn't I? Like,
you were correct.
Yeah.
Number 3 is Return of the Jedi.
they're wrong.
Number 2 is A New Hope, and number 1 is Empire Strikes Back.
Oh God.
It's just the most busted ass. Like, this is like. I mean, don't get me wrong. When the sequel trilogy was coming out, there were a lot of people that would put out stupid shit like this. But like most of those people have since like accepted that they were completely fucking wrong. Mm-hmm. But apparently, like there are some people out there. Apparently, there's like a small, very vocal group of fans that's like really mad that Disney canceled their Ben Solo movie. You seen this? You heard about this?
I've not.
And I'm like, I don't want you to make a Rey movie. I don't want you to make a Ben Solo movie. Hell, I don't even want you to make a Finn or a Poe movie. I want you to move on from the sequel trilogy, retcon it, act like it doesn't fucking exist, and never revisit any of it again. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't even want to hear nothing about Maz Kanata, and she was my favorite character from those movies. Mm.
Yeah, moving on from this era of Star Wars, that's the best move right now. Is to just start scratch. Because if you start scratch right now and you get some heat, you get some fire, then you'll bring back your old Star Wars fans and you'll get new ones, which was, I assume, always the goal.
Mm-hmm. So, I did want to... I was looking at a list earlier that was talking about like predicting the box office for next year, and they were actually predicting that Mando and Grogu was going to do $1 billion. And I was like,
I don't see it.
Yeah, I mean, I could see like 600 mil, 700 mil easy. You know, it's Star Wars. Mm-hmm. I mean, even the bad ones make money.
Yeah.
But and I mean, the characters are very popular, especially. Yeah. But I just don't see. I don't see $1 billion for it. I don't see it.
I think that most people who are fans of The Mandalorian are too conditioned to just watching Mandalorian on TV. They're really going to have to give people a reason to get up out of their house and go to the theater and spend, if they're taking the whole family, spend fucking $150, you know? So, and it's not that I don't think that the quality will be there, but I don't think that enough of the quality would be there to convince people that it's that much better than what they would get watching it at home.
And it doesn't help that the only trailer that's out, it just looks like a long 2-hour episode of the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like honestly, when I heard it was even getting its own movie, I was just like, why? Not that I don't enjoy that show. That show is amazing, but I'm just like,
if it's being used to set up Heir to the Empire, then I'm all for it because that's what I really want out of all of this anyway. Like, Ahsoka Season 1 seems to be building to that. Ahsoka Season 2 seems to be building to that. But I don't know. I mean, obviously, I think this movie needs to build to that, you know? And if that's the case, then, like I said, I'm all for it. But, like, that first trailer didn't show us anything.
I'm very surprised that they've had the restraint to not show a helmetless Pedro Pascal just to get more people in the theater.
Yeah, because there are definitely people out there who have not actually watched the show that don't know that's him underneath the helmet.
Like, they were on set filming, and then somebody got the notification on their phone, and it was like, Last of Us dropped 74% after Pedro Pascal killed off, and they were like, Pedro, actually, just go ahead. I know it's not in the script, but just go ahead and lift it. Go ahead and take that off.
You want me to take it off?
Yeah. He's in a cult. It's fine. Go ahead. Before we get to the main event here, I did want to mention, we talked about how after, the new year, we're going to be getting back into the Cosmere. And I think, you noticed maybe you were added to a group chat yesterday. And
Yeah, I woke up to no shit, 52 unread messages.
which is an
what
omen.
chat is this?
Because it's DC. It's the reread.
Oh,
So
okay.
there's a big group of us that's reading Way of Kings this January. Some of us for the first time, and then some of us it's a reread. So I just thought, we got to get you in on that so we can review it.
Yeah, I figure sure I can read it for a third time.
And you have my loaner copy.
I
So,
do, yeah. So I can read it for a third time and let all you peeps know what I think of it.
I'm glad you have my loaner copy because I've been reading the Leatherbound, and it's actually incredibly exquisite.
I bet.
It's nice as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like really fucking nice. I've never read any of them. They're just my book trophies.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm actually reading it. I was like, oh my god, this is so nice. I usually get one. I flip through the pictures and then I put it up on the shelf.
Fucking elitist.
Yeah, man.
Fucking imagine buying books and just displaying them like fucking trophies. That is some elitist bullshit I've
It
ever
is
heard.
sick. It is sick.
No jokes though. I'm actually, that's not really a thing I do, like with books and anything like that. I'm actually going to be doing that because in April we're going to JordanCon.
Oh.
And I am actually going to meet Brandon Sanderson.
Yeah.
So I'm getting the box set for Mistborn and getting him to sign that. So I'm going to actually have my first set of Cosmere
Book trophies.
book trophies. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is dope.
Yep.
Ooh. Yeah, goddamn. Brandon Sanderson, man. He and I go way back. And,
Yeah.
Besties.
Yeah, he's the kid's going places.
Yeah. Very proud of him.
Yep.
Get out there and meet somebody.
Yeah, he's
Making a name for himself.
yeah, that's right. He's got a future ahead of him.
Well, now that we've been through our 32-minute cold open, if you guys clicked on this to hear about Stranger Things, here we are.
Yeah, if you're still here, you're a real one.
That's right.
Either that or you just fast forwarded to the point.
So with that being said, homies one and all, allow me to welcome you back to a very special episode, a very strange episode of the Superhero Homies podcast. My name is Quentin, and as always, I'm here with my good friend, my buddy, homie Caleb.
What's going on, everybody? We are here on the very last episode of 2025, and I cannot think of a better way to kick this off. Actually, I can. A better way would be if Netflix had slipped us that very last episode as a little screener copy so we could talk about it all with you.
That would have been great. Would have been a really long episode.
It really would have.
Yeah, long time ago.
But for this, we are not here alone. As I'm sure you guys have already noticed, it is not just Caleb and myself, but it is also another one of my nearest and dearest, one of my oldest and closest. The homie Oz has returned.
Hello, everyone. It's good to be back.
Absolutely. And as you guys can tell by the title of this, we are here to discuss Stranger Things Season 5, Part 2. And these current slate of episodes, three, right?
Yeah, it's
Yep.
episodes 5, 6, and 7. So full spoilers for those episodes. We waited a little bit before we revealed it, and then we're going to be watching the new one tomorrow, and then we'll get the review out for that one as soon as we can. Had a little time to digest these. I actually haven't had time to do a full rewatch of them. So, I've had some time to let them settle. The internet has put out about 6,000 memes. So,
Oh, is that all?
Memes, conspiracies, more speculation.
Which, I mean, we're at the end now. Not to just jump all the way ahead, but how long is the finale supposed to be?
It is going to be 128 minutes.
Okay. All right, so we'll get there. I want to go ahead and put this disclaimer out there before we really get into this, all right? Because a few weeks ago, we reviewed Season 5, Part 1, and we put that out. And I was very proud of that content. Had a lot of fun with it because we're all here big fans of Stranger Things. We didn't think it was perfect. As a matter of fact, we all gave it the same score, 8.5, which out of a 10, it's pretty nice. A lot of you didn't think so, though. And then this is when I was reminded, that's right, there are, like, toxic ass stands out there
Oh yeah.
who can't take any criticism of the thing that they love. If you didn't like what we had to say for the first batch of episodes, you're really not going to like, especially what I have to say for these. If that hurt your feelings, then this is really going to break your balls.
You know, there's a lot we're gonna get into here. The internet discourse around this season, particularly this last little batch of episodes, has kind of I'm not gonna say it has enraged me, but it has pissed me off a little bit. I am tired of it, and yeah, we'll get into it for sure. I was kind of like, when the comments that kind of started flooding in on those episodes, or the comments, the shorts and stuff that we did about the first one, I was like, oh man, I guess these people really didn't like Stranger Things and they thought we scored it too high. And then I looked at the shit and I was like, oh no, it's the other way around. They were like, it's 11 or fuck you.
Basically.
Oh damn.
Yeah. And I can't. I guess it's because I have a critic mind. I can't.
And y'all have molded mine into one, so.
Words of Radiance is my favorite book, period. It's my favorite Cosmere book. It's my favorite overall book. I could sit here and we could go back and forth about it, and I could agree with you on flaws that it has. I can't imagine. Now, if somebody was like, man, I picked that shit up and it was trash, I'd be like, all right, well, maybe you just can't motherfucking read. I don't know what to tell you. But the very minor things. If you go and watch that content, it's very obvious that we're all very excited about it, very happy that it's finally here. But, our job here is to point out the flaws, whether they are big or small. Mm-hmm. And that's really all we did. I think an 8.5 is
it's a great score.
That's a fucking
Especially
great
on
score.
this show.
That's a fucking great score. I don't know what to tell you. So
Yeah. And so I'm like, I was very surprised when I started seeing the feedback to those. Like, okay, this is.
I feel like they're creeping into the Star Wars fans category of how toxic they can be.
Well, it's about to be over, so it won't get to that point.
Yeah, we don't know that.
That's
true.
true.
I was gonna say, man,
because I think there's already in talks of a spin-off show. So,
so the Super Bowl had 127 million viewers this year. Volume 2 alone is already at 137 million views. So it's already eclipsed the Super Bowl by 10 million. So there is no way that Netflix is not going to put out anything.
Yeah.
There's no way they're just going to let it be done.
I really hope the Duffer Brothers because I from what I've been seeing on many interviews with them is they're very much, they have the idea where they want the story to go. They're going to end the story and they're going to pretty much be done with it.
Yep.
I just hope they have some sort of creative right over them just taking off with their shit. But you know how Netflix is.
I highly doubt it. I'm pretty sure Netflix owns everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also recently learned that the Duffers, they're pretty young. They're just a few years older than us.
Yeah, they also own Millie Bobby Brown. They have her under contract for a decade or some shit.
Boy,
For real? Damn.
I thought that Netflix had a deal with Millie.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
Netflix, yeah.
I thought you meant the Duffer Brothers.
That would be a little weird. That would be a little weird.
I was like, what?
That's illegal.
Maybe that's what her whole lawsuit thing was about. Not about David Harbour.
Holy shit. Okay, so we already put the spoiler disclaimer out there. Full spoilers ahead. And if you guys are just completely non-resistant to any kind of criticism of anything that you hold dear to your heart, you can fuck off. Otherwise, enjoy your stay here. Grab a seat. So with that being said, we have these batch of episodes now. 3 episodes that take us from where we last were with Will the Sorcerer and leading us right up to Vecna's butthole portal.
It is a space-time butthole.
It is.
It's literally
is
the entire upside down.
It's a space-time butthole.
This whole time. The whole time has been a space-time butthole.
That's how you know the Duffers are millennials, because they also understand space-time buttholes.
Yes, that's right. Okay, so I want to go ahead and get this out there. Are the turbos still tied up in that barn?
I think they are.
Okay.
I've seen so many memes where it's just this person with their bag on their head and just waiting for them to get released.
Actually, by now they're not going to be. They're probably going to be like, "Oh man, I'm real hungry."
Yeah. How long has it been? If they were still there, how long has it been since they were first abducted?
It's only been like a day, I think.
It hadn't been that terribly
I
long,
think
right?
I think at max 2 days.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But you can thirst to death in 2 days.
You can.
Yeah, especially if you're gagged and your mouth is still.
And also, one of them was a drunk.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
And they were all drugs, so that when they wake up, they're gonna have cotton mouth already.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And be hungry.
And be hungry.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be real bad. Vecna, he didn't have to show dipshit Derek like what he would do to his parents. He could have been like, "This is what's currently happening to your parents."
Old dipshit there.
Oh, dipshit Derek. So there's a little bit of discourse in our house. Caleb and I, mostly Caleb, but like I'm mostly on board with him. Dipshit Derek is still a dipshit to us.
Always just a dipshit.
But the ladies in our house are very much like they adore the fuck out of him. He is delightful Derek to them.
Yeah, they're team delightful.
Okay, I got it.
And when Vecna showed him that shit, and then like, Holly was like, "You seen it? Tell him." And then he was like, "I don't know what you're talking about." I just like slowly slid off the couch and like pointed
to the TV
at the screen.
Dipshit.
Yeah, I was like, "Just a dipshit."
Dipshit Derek, yep.
Yeah, they told you from the very beginning what his fucking name is.
Bruh. And then like when Holly tried to pull the old rope-a-dope with the kids and get away, I was like, she probably could have if Derek had played interference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He could have taken out 3, 4, 5, 6 of those kids.
That one kid is fucking crazy, by the way, that hit her or whatever.
Oh, God,
and he was
yeah.
like, "Bitch." I was
Well,
like,
also Holly did clock the shit out of one of them with that fucking boombox.
that's true. And that's not a toy.
It's
Boombox is
Boombox is not a toy.
So because of the nature of how that girl got hit, she definitely has a headache, right?
Oh.
Because she got hit in the head with the boombox, right? But also it's like they're not physically there. It's like it's more of a mental type.
Oh no,
thing.
we got it.
Okay, so yeah, and so that's why I said she has a headache.
I love how he's still explaining.
Yeah, like it's gonna
It's gonna make it any better.
It's like he thinks that it's doing this, but he's actually just. Yeah. The first rule of hole digging: if you're standing in the hole, stop digging.
Eventually, I will end right side up.
How did that go
That's
for
the last.
Holly?
That's the finale episode.
Holly probably thought that shit too, and then she was like,
Oh god.
Oh yeah, we definitely gonna get there too. That was
"Yeah."
great.
Dustin was trying to calculate how many d6s of fucking fall damage she was about to take.
Oh, 100%. But honestly, so was I. I was like, that's about.
Yeah, that shit's gonna hurt.
So let's talk about where we pick up here. We pick up with we're very much at the end of the Will Sorcerer unveiling, where he wrecks all the Demogorgons.
Still a warlock.
He's a sorcerer.
He's a warlock.
Oh boy.
No, he's not, because if he was a warlock, he would get all his spells and shit back on a short rest, and that clearly doesn't happen.
But without his patron, he doesn't have any powers.
We don't know that.
Well, if we go based off of what the show has said, then
If we're gonna get really technical about it, back in that time period, sorcerers didn't exist in D&D.
no shit.
No shit, indeed.
Goddamn.
They were mages.
Yeah, the concept of a sorcerer in D&D, it is an anachronism because it was not necessarily a thing at that
So
time.
either way, he's not a sorcerer.
But he is a sorcerer.
He's a warlock.
Sure. Well, you know what? Warlocks definitely fucking existed in D&D back then. So if that had been the case, then Mike would have been like, "Oh man, you're a warlock," but he didn't. So,
But see, now I have the question: how much does Mike really know about D&D?
well, Mike is the DM. So,
No, was he a good one though?
so
Also,
you,
Will was also a DM.
Mike is the DM, and Mike says he's a sorcerer. So you can find that shit on page. He's the DM. Fuck off.
See, I don't like to railroad my players like that.
Sometimes you have to, or they just won't leave.
Sorry, we're bleeding it from our actual D&D.
Yeah. Sometimes you just have to railroad them a little bit. I'm not really all about railroading them, but sometimes you got to put down a sign and just be like, yeah, well. And you just kind of have to spin that sign wherever direction they decide to go,
Oh, man. Yeah. So at this point now, Will has discovered like his newfound powers.
Yes.
To an amazing degree. Amazing and terrifying for him all at the same time, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
Jacking into a interdimensional demon monster man is a terrifying thing to do, I'm sure. But at the same time, you get cool shit to do.
Oh, yeah. Tapping into the hive mind is amazing.
Yeah, willingly tapping into the hive mind seems rough.
Mm-hmm.
Also, episode 4 was the last time that Joyce Byers had any fucking sense at all. Like, from the moment that Will gets his powers, Joyce is the most useless character in this show.
Which is so insane, because she's always been such a rock in the rest of the show. Like,
she comes up with a terrible ass plan. She also goes from stay in the house, Carl, to you should fight Vecna.
She does make that
well,
transition.
they did have that little conversation outside the barn to help her realize it a little bit, like she's being a little too overprotective. But at the same time, I don't feel like it was enough. It was too quick of too much of a switch flipped.
Yeah, that is a really quick thing to do. I mean, especially when you look at like Hopper and how he is with Elle, and look at how long it took for him. And that's kind of the opposite direction, right? It took Hopper too long to give Elle any kind of leash. Whereas Joyce, she's like, you know what, kid, go out there and give him a whole 1-4.
So I know we talked about this in the part 1 of this, but I feel like it's almost like the adults didn't get a lot of good writing this season, and I think Joyce is falling victim to that now.
Yeah, my favorite Hopper line from this whole season is actually when they're explaining the whole bit at the very end. And he's like, what the Abyss? And they're all like, it's from D&D. And he's just like, I fucking hate you guys. I feel like that's the most Hopper he's been.
All season.
It was a great scene.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
But they have done a lot of sidelining here, especially in these 3 episodes. And I get it. We are down to the wire. And in the finale, obviously it all has to be boom, 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 boom. So they have to sort of wrap up all these hanging plot threads in these episodes, and I get that, but I feel like maybe they could have spread some of that out more. Maybe drop the Will Warlock, because obviously episodes 1, 2, 3, and 4 were all kind of building to that moment. But it's maybe they could have dropped that in the end of episode 2, and then had a little more time for some of this stuff to breathe.
I can definitely agree with that.
For me, I think that the Duffer Brothers and the whole Stranger Things team suffer from a pretty unique thing, and that is they have so many amazing and beloved characters that they've built up over the years.
Yeah.
But now we're at the point where it's, no pun intended, it's the end game now.
And they kill one a year.
I feel like they should kill a little more this season. No offense.
Oh, yeah, but I'm just saying, every year they've killed a beloved character.
They have.
Yeah. In most cases, though, those beloved characters were ones who were introduced that season, with the exception of Billy.
Yeah.
But a lot of them have come aboard or were there from day one, and they've been here, and the group has grown. And to this show's credit, they have built up these beloved characters, and keep adding them on. But now that presents them with a dilemma. There's too many people.
There are too many people. I will agree. Seeing the scene when they're all standing around, I'm like, God, this cast is fucking huge. Yeah. I guess we just don't notice it a whole lot in the earlier seasons because most of them are broken off into parties. But they're all together now, and I don't know how I feel about it.
Yeah, you got the 6 kids in the main party. You have the love triangle. You have Joyce and Hopper, and then we have Erica and Mr. Clark.
Yeah. And then don't forget about Murray.
Oh, and Robin.
And what about Collie?
So let's talk about 8 while we're here.
Yeah, okay. Well, since you brought it up.
Okay.
I don't trust this bitch.
Yeah.
Sorry. I had to throw it out there first.
I trust Collie about as much as Uncle Ruckus would.
Oh,
Not at all.
He would trust.
I don't trust number 8.
He would trust number 8 slightly more than he would trust Lucas.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
If he had to choose one,
If he had to choose one, but yeah, man, I just really I was excited to see Kali at the end of Volume 1, but now that I see how she's been used in Volume 2, I'm kind of like, they could have just left this.
So just like in part 1, I'm going to be the that voice of the internet, but like the relayer of the internet. I've seen many fan theories about this, that she is either working for or is the Mind Flayer.
Caleb, how'd you feel if any of that were true?
So here's my thing: is the internet, particularly in the corner that this motherfucker hangs out. Is on and on and on and on about this goddamn Mind Flayer, and we haven't seen not one fucking trace, not heard anything about a Mind Flayer, nothing. So if they're gonna bring up the Mind Flayer out of nowhere in the very last episode, that's garbage. It's absolute garbage.
I mean, you did say the same thing about being the Upside Down not being the only dimension. So, but you seem to really enjoy that. So.
Well, actually, though, there's only 2 dimensions. The Upside Down isn't even one of them.
Exactly, but see, like you were very disgruntled when I brought that up last time.
I was, and I'll be honest. If it had been presented in the way that you presented it to us,
listen,
it would have been
just
garbage.
relayed. That's all I did.
It's just a tunnel. It's just a secret tunnel.
Yeah, like I don't believe any of these things. Mm-hmm. I don't even prescribe to them. I just think it's very interesting in seeing people's thought processes on the way this show is going to go.
Yeah, like honestly, like there's this big portion of the fandom that just thinks that, you know, there's going to be some big twist where like they're going to humanize Henry.
Actually, I think after these 3 episodes, that theory is completely out of my head.
Vecna's going to die, but Henry's going to live. Then there's going to be this whole thing, and then the Mind Flayer is going to be the actual big bad, and then they're going to fight the Mind Flayer with, I don't know, and don't get me wrong, like,
a bomb.
Like, I do think it's cool as fuck that, you know, they have this ginormous eldritch horror or whatever, but you can't really have them fight that. So, you know, you really can't. They wanted to go with this, you know, more humanoid demonic eldritch creature.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So I get it.
I guess the only thing, because I'm like you, like I wasn't really thinking about the Mind Flayer coming up again, because where we're at in the story, it just really doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me.
Yeah.
But I'm sure you guys have also seen this. It was pretty amazing how, what did they call it? The sphere over in Vegas, I think it is.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and they use that to project the Mind Flayer as part of like a promotion for Stranger Things. It looked amazing, but I couldn't help but wonder, like, okay, I get it, conceptually speaking, the Mind Flayer, if you're going to do some kind of promotion there, that would make the most sense.
I definitely agree with that.
But why would you do that when you know that people are watching your show and this is just going to put them in the mind frame of, the Mind Flayer?
Well, at the same time, though, the Mind Flayer has actually made a little bit of appearance, especially in these episodes themselves, is not only does Holly vomit part of it up, because those dust particles are him. That is the Mind Flayer. Like, that is what Vecna, Henry won, you know, whatever his fucking name is, Mr. Whatsit. Like, that is what he encountered, was the dust particles that formed the giant spider-looking thing. That is the quote-unquote Mind Flayer. So it does exist this season.
That's like me. That's like saying, well, you know, that giant fucking butt cloud in Rise of the Silver Surfer was Galactus. Like, okay, well.
I mean, the same thing can be said about the Green Lantern movie with that big parallax. That's not... Yeah, no, I'm not saying it's inaccurate. I'm just saying the Mind Flayer has been present.
The problem with all of this is in season 4, we see Vecna get yeeted. Mm-hmm. And we also see Vecna walking, and he sees this swirling cloud, and he basically creates the Mind Flayer out of it. He forms the Mind Flayer to his will. He like the Mind Flayer is just this thing, and then he creates it and makes it spider-like because he likes spiders.
Yeah.
Like, we see that happen. So,
or it could be a reflection of what the Mind Flayer can do, which is read minds and actually form to something that made him feel more comfortable.
But bro, them trying to explain that shit in 2 hours is going to be.
I'm not saying this is what I believe or anything like that. I'm just saying that this is what I know, like what I think, what I've been relayed to me through the internet.
Yeah, and I'm just saying that would be bad.
Yeah.
No, that would be real bad. I mean, let's be honest. If that is what happened, that's just bad writing. It's the whole idea of you didn't see this twist coming because there's no way you could have because we didn't give you guys the context clues to know.
Right?
That's exactly what that would be, and no one likes that. So there are so many goddamn branches now for this story because there's so many pairings. Which, by the way, if I thought to myself by the time I got to the end of the latest episode, I said, man, if I had to take a shot for every time two people paired off and spilled their emotions to each other in a scene that probably could have been cut in half, I don't think I'd make it to the finale.
I will say that they drug out some serious, like, heartfelt stuff. Like, don't get me wrong, I do feel like a lot of those scenes needed to happen, but like you said, they needed to be shorter. And also, maybe, not in life or death situations.
Well, the Nancy and Jonathan scene, they thought they were going to die in that room. So it kind of made sense. But that scene is twice as long as it needs to be,
100%.
if not more. I honestly, like, the love triangle is my least favorite arc on the show.
Yeah.
And other than maybe the military shit, because, like...
I really don't give a fuck about that.
I don't give a fuck about that. I think Nancy and Jonathan should have died in that room. I think they should have had them die as a result of the fuck up that they made to, like, raise the stakes.
I agree.
Yeah.
It's better than the fucking contrived, not even MacGuffin, just the fucking goop scoop freezing over. And like, come on.
I've never liked Jonathan, right? I mean...
I liked him in the first 2 seasons, but honestly, season 3 and 4 just really dropped off for me.
He literally stalks Nancy in the first season. He, like, was stalking her until the Demogorgon tried to kill them.
Well, you know.
It's fucked. He was a creeper. And then they just kind of glossed over that.
He got the girl. Look at him go.
Don't
be creeping.
Yeah, he was creeping. And
he was very creepy.
Yeah, maybe in the 80s, I guess that would have worked out that way, but...
Less surveillance.
Yeah.
It's devotion.
And honestly, like, because of her being tied up with Jonathan and all this stuff, like, I like Nancy, I really do. But she hasn't really had a whole lot to do either.
Honestly, she's just like, I'm going to shoot shit. And that's kind of been her whole thing. Don't get me wrong, she's dope at it. But some things you don't need to be shooting. Like, you know, maybe, what is it?
Cosmic matter. Exotic matter.
Exotic matter, yeah.
And do that. So also, like, she murdered those military guys, right?
Yeah.
She's got zero... there was zero anything for her to process with that. She was just able to bow. And I was like, okay, I'm going to overlook the fact that she just murdered these supposedly well-trained military dudes. I'm going to try my best to overlook that and just swallow. I'm just going to eat that one. But no one gives a fuck. Like,
no, that's incorrect. Hopper it compliments her on her shooting.
Oh, wow, yes. That's right. Good job.
I gotta be honest, man. At this point in time, I really don't even consider that because, like, I mean, the amount of trauma that Nancy has to have at this point, there's no way that she's not full fucking psychotic right now. Like,
I don't disagree.
Yeah.
But goddamn, murder is a whole motherfucking different thing.
I mean,
I guess it's kind of like, you know, how a soldier would go into battle. Like, they don't consider it murder. They consider it war.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. It's
not
like,
saying that it's not...
Them.
I mean, you know, I'm not saying it's a correct mind frame. I'm just saying that is how our society views that.
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing that the show did really to make me think that Nancy has the mindset of a goddamn fucking Soldier from Full Metal Jacket.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I get that, but I mean, the amount of trauma that she's been through, it's not a reach.
Yeah, I'm kind of with Caleb there. Like, don't get me wrong, you have a valid point. Yeah, she just murdered a bunch of fucking, like, also, we don't know if they're dead, but I'm just saying, you know.
Listen, I brought it up in part one with Hopper, and I have to bring it up again here. With Hopper, it was different. With Hopper, it wasn't the emotional turmoil, because I don't expect Hopper to, I expect him to just carry that weight. And
because that's kind of who he is. Yeah,
we've got enough of him to understand he will carry that weight, and there's enough context for us to kind of comprehend that with Hopper. It was just more the idea of him getting the upper hand on all these dudes. I'm like, okay, he's Hopper Batman. I'll go with it. Hopper Punisher. We'll run. And with Nancy, by the time we got here, I just had to overlook the fact that yes, she can gun down these military dudes. And then I'm like, okay, I had to eat that. Now you want me to eat her trauma with this too and just brush on past it? All right, fuck it. Let's just go.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I think she's gonna be super fucked up after all of this.
I don't know.
I mean,
but also you got to think though. Those soldiers are trying to keep her from rescuing her baby sister, and she is Karen Wheeler's daughter.
That is true. We
ain't
learned
nothing
that the
gonna stop
Wheelers
that
are fucking crazy. Like, all of them, minus Ted. Fuck Ted. He should have been dead in the first episode.
Ted's still in the hospital like, I wonder if my kids will come visit me.
Actually, no, he's probably more like, finally some peace and quiet.
Probably.
It'd be hard to blame him for that shit.
I hate him. That is the most hated character in this whole show for me, is Ted fucking Wheeler. Anyway, I'm sorry.
I don't mind old Ted. Y'all give Ted too hard of a time.
No, we don't.
Okay, yeah. Where else do we want to go here?
Let's talk. Well, we talked about 8 a little bit, but yeah, all her scenes in this, just there's not a single 8 scene that has any sort of like that I enjoyed.
And to be perfectly honest, it kind of also translates over to 11 too. Like, I don't really care about that at all.
It feels like this is going to be like every other season. Like 11 is kind of just sidelined until the end.
Yeah,
she's going to be Goku.
And I really don't want that again. Like, don't get me wrong, I do think she needs to be involved in the end, but I don't think she needs to be the hero of the end.
Yeah, there's a montage of Millie Bobby Brown making like the exact same face throughout season 5, and it's awful. Like, I can't unsee it now. Like,
you talking about, is it the frumpy face?
Yeah, where she just like, it's the same face. Like, she's okay. So out of the main cast, like, her and Noah are by far, I think, the worst actors of the main cast. The difference is that I think that Noah is probably pretty good at playing Will Byers, and that's it. Like, he's probably never going to get another major role in his life.
Damn.
But I don't know that Millie Bobby Brown is actually good at being 11 anymore.
She seems bored, and that's me giving her the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, it is translating on screen, in my opinion. Like, it's not really that great. Like, anytime she's on the screen, I'm really just kind of not caring.
Yeah, and it's hard for me to believe in her romance with Mike.
So I've heard theories of why that is.
Sure.
Because, like, you know, she's now in a relationship, married, got kid, and she doesn't want to have those types of intimacy. You're a fucking actor. You're getting paid to do these scenes. You're getting paid to make us believe it.
Yeah,
she's not doing it.
Yeah.
And yeah, I get all that, but like you guys just said, it's part of the gig.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's like it really is impacting the show. Like, just how, yeah, like I said, she seems, I don't know, bored, or just detached, or whatever. And if the directors are like, oh yeah, that's how she should be playing 11 at this point, then they're fucking up too. It's hard to blame them though, because like, they have some of the best fucking directors working on this.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's just, it's weird right now, because every time I see her, I'm thinking, okay, maybe if I see her interact with Hop again, I'll get something that was once there. No, it's a little weird there too. And it makes it even more jarring, right? When you see her on screen with certain actors when they are trying and it seems like she's not really.
Yeah. 100%.
You know, so I don't know.
Yeah, which a lot of these episodes are directed either by the Duffers themselves. I think last season, and I may be wrong on this, but I'm pretty sure in the last season, every episode is either the Duffers themselves or is Frank Darabont.
Oh.
And Frank Darabont, if you don't know, from just me saying that, is the director for Shawshank Redemption, The Green Mile, and the original Nightmare on Elm Street. So,
damn.
Yeah, he's done a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the name.
Yeah, he worked on the Bryan Cranston Godzilla movie.
Yeah.
And the King Kong movie that came out around that time.
Oh, he did both of them?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, I wonder, did he direct, this is just a fucking, almost a rabbit hole, did he direct the episode of Stranger Things last season that had Henry's dad?
I'm not sure.
Because that was Robert Englund.
Yeah. And they went together.
It's very possible,
Yeah. Nice little reunion.
Yeah. Anywho, so 11 is not really doing it for me, but she's got about 2 hours to make a fourth quarter comeback.
To do her Goku thing.
Yeah.
Speaking of people who aren't working, fucking Sarah Connor over here.
How many scenes has she even been in?
Dr. K is just like...
It's falling flat for me, man.
Oh, man. Well, she didn't even give her anything.
How do you get Linda Hamilton?
Right.
And then just like, we don't really need to...
She's just a one-dimensional mustache twirling evil villain.
She is female Dr. Brenner, and like with a little bit of military rolled in, and that's it.
But Dr. Brenner at least had some charisma and
but he was also given a lot more screen time.
That's what I'm
actually
saying.
Doing something.
They actually gave him stuff, whereas this character is literally just mustache twirling evil scientist.
Right.
Yeah.
They're fucking Professor Hojo from Final Fantasy VII. Bring me the specimen.
At least he was eccentric,
Yeah. At least he had some quirks or something. She just walks in there and
Did I think it was badass? She slammed that fucking soldier up against the truck. That was fucking good.
Yeah,
I was good job. Give me more of that. Mm-hmm. I want to see more of that, Dr. K.
I would like her to explain some shit, actually.
Because she clearly knows a lot.
Yeah.
But
yeah, because the whole military plot in season 4 is the worst part of that season to me. Because it seems like they're just doing the shit where that you've seen a million other times where it's just these are the mindless, stubborn military guys. They think it's this way and they're gonna act on that no matter what. And it's why do they keep pursuing her like this? It doesn't make any goddamn sense. Why would they believe this little girl could do all this stuff but not the rest of it? And then it's okay, well, because she was the one behind the scenes, pulling the strings here. But we haven't really gotten any of that. They haven't talked about any of that at all. And
I know 8 kind of went on this, was it 30-minute long exposition?
It felt
of telling us, the whole her almost escape scene where she sees a whole bunch of pregnant ladies that they're apparently trying to do the same experiments that Brenner was, and I'm like, what?
Yeah. Let's run it back again. Yeah.
I will say the imagery, her escape was well done.
Yeah.
The imagery of the fucking human farm or whatever was horrifying.
It was. It really was.
And it just got amped up every time she ran into the next room, and they just kind of...
I'm just, I guess my whole thing, though, was, I kind of feel like this should have been revealed a little bit differently. 8 could have said this, but save that, that reveal, maybe, in the final episode when they're having to finally have that confrontation with Dr. K. And then that's when they find out, or something like that. I feel like this is maybe... just, here it is. This is what we did.
Well, I just want to point out that in their plan, they plan to kill all those women and children. Because, they plan on collapsing the Upside Down where the lab is.
Well, I mean, look, they've already murdered people I just spent time talking about this, all right?
Yeah, that's true.
They got no problem murdering people at this point. So
also,
it's fine.
okay, how many of the characters have a suicide pact at this point?
Probably all of them.
Because 11 and 8 got one.
Yeah.
Although 11 didn't actually agree to that shit.
Which is...
She was like, yeah, I mean, you can do that. Will and Dustin,
Dustin
and Steve. Sorry.
To be fair, and there's the only ones that kind of make sense because this is the one they started this in season 3.
I think they're gonna die. They are actually. My call is I think Callie is gonna die, and I think that both of them are gonna die.
Who? Will and
No.
Steve
and Dustin.
Either both are gonna die, or neither of them are gonna die, because they're not gonna do the 1-and-1. Because I don't think they'll do that.
I also could completely see a situation where like they all go, like, and the only people that live are fucking like Max and Will, no, Max and Lucas.
Max
sorry,
Lucas, yeah.
Yeah, because they didn't go. So.
Oh yeah, huh?
Yeah, so they're gonna live. Well, unless Vecna,
right?
drops the planet on them.
We don't know what the hell's gonna happen.
Yeah, I honestly would not be super upset if that's how it went. Like if they beat Vecna, but every one of them that goes dies.
So it's Mass Effect 2, but you didn't do quite all the side quests.
Yeah, you didn't.
Oh my God!
And pick up you didn't pick up everyone.
All right. Well, shit. All right. Yeah. So I guess one more thing about 8. I was intrigued when they brought her back at the end of Volume 1. Mm-hmm. I wasn't all the way sold, but I was intrigued. Let's see what they do. They really haven't done much, if we've been honest. Mm-hmm. Do I like the exposition that comes along with her? Sure. Yeah. Do I think it's worth bringing in a whole nother character again? I don't know. Because what she's introducing to 11... I think that 11 could have come up with this on her own. Like, maybe this is something I need to do in order to stop all of this. I don't think that she needs necessarily 8 in her ear trying to put that bug. I mean, I think that Elle could have easily come up with this conclusion on her own. Not saying that she would, but she can have the conflict of it all,
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I don't think that Callie has added anything to this. As a matter of fact, I just kind of groan at her scenes, like the audacity to be like, her name is Jane. Like, bitch, she has never once said that. The kids all call her Elle because that's what they've always called her. It's like her nickname in the party. If she wants to be called Jane, she'll tell them that. Bitch, don't nobody know you.
Like, the only person who really was her mom and Dr. Owens. And the
Joyce.
People, Joyce, because then they moved, and that's what her official name is. And all that stuff. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, but I mean,
still,
she's never. There's not one scene
Jane.
in that show of anybody of her acting like she doesn't like the name 11.
Right.
So, I want to talk about, because there were a lot of really, really long, drag out, drop down, emotional drag out fights that happened, or just emotional scenes in this segment of episodes. Most of them I thought weren't that great. Some of them I thought were pretty decent. For me, the Dustin and Steve, that one actually worked.
Honestly, like that is the biggest one for me. Like Dustin and Steve, like they needed that. Mm-hmm. Like I felt like that because we kind of have been building up to it in part 1, where like Dustin's kind of being a dickhead to everybody, but especially Steve. And this is that final boiling point, and it's not in a life or death situation yet that they know of. So, like this is a good place for it. This was good. They did it correctly.
Yeah. Yeah, and
and they quite literally had a drag out fight.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta fight that shit out.
Yeah, like brothers do.
Yeah.
The Steve and Dustin stuff has basically always been amazing.
Always,
and I think it's the same here.
Mm-hmm.
And their fight and the conversation they had after like really got to me. Like, I actually loved that they had the fight because I was like, how are they going to resolve this in a way that's like going to make sense or whatever? But then when Dustin just full on attacks his ass, I loved it. And like, the fight looked really, really good. That's actually probably because it was real, but because apparently they just kind of did the worker thing and just agreed like
we're just going to beat each other.
It's going to beat the shit out of
It's like stiff. Yeah, we'll work tight tonight, guys. It's working tight.
So according to Joe Carey, like he actually told Gatton to just hit the shit out of him.
Fuck yes. MVP, man. MVP.
Because I mean, they've known each other their whole lives. You know?
Yeah, long fucking time now. So,
but their stuff I thought always worked.
Oh yeah, like since basically season 2. Like, because season 1 didn't really have much interaction, but like season 2 and on has been Steve and Dustin all the way.
Oh yeah.
I think Mike's stuff really works this season, but he also doesn't have very much screen time.
Like, I think he got more in part 1. Like, him, like, leading the kids to that big fight at the end of episode 4. Fucking phenomenal. His talk with Will right before they do all that. Great.
Yeah.
I'm actually, this is the one season I don't, like, want to strangle Mike. Like, I've never been a Mike fan.
Yeah, you've never. Oh, both of you have never liked Mike.
Yeah, no.
Like,
I don't
season
want to
1,
be like Mike.
he's annoying as piss. Season 2,
You thought he was annoying in season 1?
yes.
See, I actually liked him in season 1. I didn't, he wasn't my favorite.
Well, yeah, well,
but I thought he was okay.
out of all the kids, I liked him the least in season 1.
Well, that's fair. Well, no, I liked Will the least in season 1.
No, I still like Will more.
And I liked Will the least in season 1. Season 2, Will and Mike were kind of tied for, like, the bottom.
Season 3, Mike was unbearable.
Season 3 and 4, Mike is an unbearable douchebag.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. I feel like you're not supposed to like Mike in season 3.
He is the paladin.
What's that supposed to mean?
Yeah,
Lawful good characters are usually the pains in the ass.
I don't agree with that.
That's because you play a paladin.
Yeah, it's just not tracking.
Oh, yeah, you play one too.
Not tracking at all. I'm not picking up on any of this. Actually, the real guy that nobody can stand is the fucking sorcerer, if you want to get down to it. So that's why I didn't like Will.
Oh. That means you just don't like warlocks. Got it.
No, I play one of those. I like warlocks.
Oh, shit.
I know one when I see one. This is an ongoing thing.
It is. Honestly, I think at this point, we're just fucking with each other. But
No, I'm serious. He's as a matter of fact,
he knows I'm right.
I think it was the homie K that actually suggested that maybe he multi-classed and was a Sorlock, and then we were both like, nah.
Fuck compromise.
Yeah, no.
No meeting in the middle. No. Mm-mm.
I also, Max is my favorite character.
Oh, yeah.
So we got to talk about Max a little bit.
Yeah.
I really love all her stuff.
Except for one scene.
Yes. I'm getting there. Her return scene was super well done. Like,
oh my god.
When she came, like I shed tears. Like the whole thing with Lucas and everything. And honestly, Lucas really sells all of that.
Honestly, so that relationship in general, like season 4. Oh my god, that was the most I've ever cried at this episode of Stranger Things. Like when he just yells out, "Erica, help!" Like I'm just dying here. And then this season when she comes back, their relationship is the most believable relationship in the entire show.
Oh, agreed. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Romantic relationship, rather.
Also, like season 3, Joyce and Hopper was pretty good.
Yeah, that's true.
They were doing the whole we actually don't like each other, but we trying to fuck thing.
Yeah.
But obviously the internet has had their way with this scene, and it deserves it. It's the scene where Max and Holly are about to get out, and the fucking portal is over there, and you've been trapped in this motherfucking thing for 6 months. And
what happened last time? Before Holly even got there, she told the whole story about how she got to Vecna's lair and saw Lucas and got captured, or almost got captured by Vecna. What makes you believe that it won't happen again?
Yeah, if this was me, I would have fucking barreled over Holly Wheeler's ass. Okay? They've already established she's a true Wheeler. She's like her brother. She's like Nancy. She's like Karen. Like, she's going to be okay. Not to mention, when this bitch wakes up, she's actually going to be in a worse situation.
Yeah.
So let's just go ahead and yeet her out the way. I'm sure she'll be fine, and I'm about to get out my portal. I don't care who it is. At the very least, I might, if we're going to just assume that I'm this, like, truly good character, I might be like, you got to do this to get out, and then I'm on bolt.
So I think this was actually more of the pacing. I think they just put that scene in the wrong location.
Absolutely.
Like, they should have done that on the lead up to getting there.
Well, so here's the thing, right? I feel like there was no time for this talk between the time that they are running from Vecna and the time they get to the portal. There's no time.
There is no time.
When Will fucking hacks himself into Vecna and says, run.
That shit was fucking... Anyway.
You need to get the fuck on.
Yeah, you do.
That whole scene, man, like, so when Vecna picks up Max, I'm like losing my shit. I'm like, I swear to God, if they strung me along all this time just to kill her now, I'm going to lose my mind. And then Holly's just standing there with the poker. I'm like, stab him. I mean, it ain't probably going to do that much, but it'll do more than what you're doing.
Which is nerfing.
Which is standing there waiting to be, got next. And then, like, I do love the Will hacking into him.
That was a great scene. Yeah. Like, oh god, that was so good. And the way they did it, like having to hooking up the fucking Demogorgon to the electricity, that shit was fucking crazy, man.
The thing about this last season is, I think for whatever reason, like, I think Lucas and Robin have like the best writing, and when they're involved in something, it tends to really, really work. And when they aren't, it's toss up, and it just kind of depends on who's on screen. So,
well, that does kind of lead into, like, ironically, another. Fuck it, it's a complaint that I have now. It's something that the show has kind of always done. It was more adorable and tolerable when they were small. But now they've done it so much and they're so much bigger, it's just kind of annoying. Whenever they come to a conclusion as to how something works, it's like fucking the peanut butter popper things that we eat, right? Or, guys, it's like these 3 records. We just do like this and this and that. Or, guys, you know what it is? It's like the popcorn I just made. You heat it up and then it da-da-da-da. And I'm like, okay, all right. Goddamn. There is more than one form of exposition that we can use to get from A to B.
They do that a lot, don't they?
They do that a lot.
They do. There's a couple of complaints about this season where, a vast majority of them I'm on board with, except for one, and we'll get there in a bit.
Okay.
There's one that's, kind of like the complaints about Sinners, the bad Sinners reviews. Boy, okay. Yeah. We'll get there in just a bit. But the majority of the complaints I'm with, but there are some where I'm like, okay, but the show has always been that, and I think that's one of them for me. It's like, okay, well, like, yeah, obviously the whole town isn't just gonna ignore ABC. I'm like, motherfucker, they have been though, like. It's one thing if you have the complaint about something, but it's another thing if they've been doing the shit for 10 years and, it's just now a thing. And I agree with you a little bit. It's like, okay, well, now that they're 30, it's harder to just roll
doing
with it.
Back to back to back. Whereas beforehand,
I think that's the problem mostly with this season is that they are doing it too consecutively, like close together. Yeah. No, I definitely agree with that. Do I hate that? No, but I'm also very hokey, so I'm cool with it.
I will admit that I give this show a pass more than most shows because, like, it's always been a flawed show, but it was just so goddamn fun.
Oh, yeah.
And so, like, because it is consistent in doing that, I'm for it because, like, it's always been nostalgia bait. It's always been, like, just fucking 2020 Goonies. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like it has always been this kind of fucking, E.T. sort of ride. Where it's always been don't think about it, Morty. It's not it's not Star Wars where it's like, all right, well, we were super serious for these 7, but now let's turn all the villains into slapstick whatever and like Luke OD's on the Force and whatever,
God damn it.
I feel like that last bit was unnecessary. I'm with you.
Yeah, but I definitely agree with you, Caleb. Like I've been a huge fan of this show. Matter of fact, I think I was on the very first episode of the review for Stranger Things season 1.
Yeah.
So I've always loved this show, and I love the nostalgia and the hokiness and just the fun stuff with this serious sprinkled in. So but I do definitely agree with you. it could have been spaced out a little more and or lessened in this season.
The show is also a lot more popular now, and it's very clear that the Duffers probably accurately believe that most people are idiots. Because there's a lot of this exposition that they're like, you would never say this in a room full of people who were there, you know?
Yeah.
They're like, hey, you know, since it's like this, you know, you would just assume. So, like, if the three of us are in the room and, like, the three of us have arrived at the fact that, like, okay, this is a wormhole, I wouldn't be like, so you guys know that since it's a wormhole,
Yeah.
you know.
You guys remember in Avengers, right? When
when Spider-Man was like, hey, you guys ever seen this really old movie? He's actually talking about Alien, and then they ejected the guy out the window. Yeah, this is like that.
It's like that. No, but like also give him props though. Like the whole the upside down being a fucking wormhole, fucking bonkers, and I absolutely love it. Like I thought this was a very cool way to actually everything we thought we knew is not correct.
Yeah, and it makes more sense the more you think about it, or maybe I'm just fucking adding in details. I don't know. But to me, it makes more sense the more you think about it. Because it's kind of like the Upside Down is stuck in that one particular point in time.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
And I mean, with it being a space-time butthole, we all know the rules of space-time buttholes here.
We do. We've actually covered them.
We've reviewed them quite a bit.
Yeah. I mean, Indiana Jones, you know.
Yeah. I mean, come on.
I mean, Transformers 84.
Did anybody catch the Temple of Doom reference, by the way?
Not off top.
They're using Kali's blood.
God damn it.
Yeah.
But did anyone catch the Lord of the Rings reference?
Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, you called that, right?
Speaking of, hold on. We've talked a whole bunch of shit about a lot of characters, but we got to talk about the GOAT, Mr. Clark.
Mr. Clark, yeah.
Him finally being put in the goddamn fold made me so happy. Like, he has been, like, on the edge of it since season 1. And they finally brought him in, and it made me so goddamn happy.
That's probably not for his benefit. Like
no. Yeah. For like the character himself, no, not for. But at the same time, they should have brought him in a lot sooner.
So,
for sure.
I was talking to a friend of mine the other day about this. I needed a scene where it was just Mr. Clark and Dustin, and Mr. Clark just pulls him aside and is like, "You know, you could have told me about this shit, right? Like before now. I probably actually could have helped you guys a lot." I'd have been like, how long has there been another dimension? And how long have you guys known about it? But I love how Mr. Clark is just like, yeah, he's like the abyss, like in D&D. Yeah, of course. You know?
I really love the scene where it was like when Erica goes to get him, and it's like, you'll have to wait till we go back to school. It's like, Dustin's in danger. It's like, what?
Yeah.
Bitch.
Yeah.
Why didn't you leave with that?
I also like how Mr. Clark is just pulling in like nonstop, just strange.
Yeah.
He got a different girl at his house.
That's librarian. You know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%, man. Yeah.
Every time they call him or go over there, he's just like, "Not now, girl. I mean, we just got done. All right. Anyway, what are you saying?"
Yeah. What are you saying again? I need to step my game up.
Yeah, Mr. Clark is just pulling it. Right. Although I do have to admit that this town does not really have like a shit ton of attractive male adults in it. So.
Oh yeah, it's true.
He's actually, there's a reason him and Hopper are just swimming in pussies.
Because they're two opposite ends of the fucking spectrum.
Yeah.
Like, of course, yeah.
You got the nerd, you got the jock. We're good.
Because it's like, and then like, yeah, you got
in between you got Ted.
Yeah. Ted or any of the fucking doctors at the hospital or any of the fucking chauvinistic motherfuckers at the paper.
Oh shit! You know how bad your options got to be if you're like, well, Ted's a nice guy.
No.
Well, they had Billy, but
well, yeah,
I mean, he was laying pipe, but
he was definitely gonna.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
He was. I hate Ted so much. I kind of wish Miss Wheeler had just got a little bit.
Like honestly. The more the show went on and like how much the hatred for Ted grew, I understood Karen in that season just a little bit.
You know what? I hope that the last 45 minutes of the show is just from Ted's POV and we just get to live with him.
What if Ted somehow like saves them all?
I would love that.
I would never watch the show again.
10 out of 10. I take back every bad thing I've ever said.
Nope, I would never watch the show again.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
No!
He gave me the button.
God damn it.
So I want to talk about. Let's just get this out of there. I want to talk about the scene. So episode 7 has been review bombed online because of Will's coming out scene. And I'm gonna explain it to you, motherfuckers out there. And then when I'm done explaining it, you either understand what I'm talking about or you don't want to. And if it's the latter, then, you know, whatever. And this is like when it comes to Sinners. Like, Sinners is an amazing movie. Go on Metacritic or Rotten Tomatoes or any of these other like aggregate review sites and look at the negative user reviews for Sinners. They all have a theme and a tone to them. And
Welcome to Derry. It's another one.
yeah, it's very similar. So episode 7, if you go on like IMDb, it's like the lowest episode of Stranger Things because like it has like I think 10,000 people that rated it a 1 out of 10, which is the lowest you can give something on there. There's no way that anybody that actually has been watching this show thought that episode was a 1.
No.
That is complete nonsense. I actually thought it was quite good. And all of the discourse is around Will and the coming out scene. I think that it was one of the best scenes of that nature I've ever seen. And I'll explain it. Vecna, as we see earlier in the show, Will tries to resist him, right? Vecna's like, "You're going to spy for me one more time." And at the time, we see Will try to fight him, but Vecna wins. And
honestly, he should have. Like, Will just got these powers. Like, realized he has these powers.
And then later on in this scene, you know, where he's talking to his mom and he's like, "I need to talk to everybody." A lot of people have said, "Oh, you know, it should have just been him and Mike and his mom." And
it would have been a little more intimate, but at the same time, it needed to all happen.
He needed to do this with the whole party because Vecna used this to beat him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Vecna was able to overcome him by showing him like, "Hey, look, these people are going to figure out who you are, and when they do, they're going to leave you." And that's kind of like his worst fear is like not being accepted by the group because he is who he is.
Right.
And so that is why he wanted to tell everybody, because the big bad just used this shit to beat me, and I want to take that weapon away from him to be able to be used against me, which, you know, is putting all of you and possibly the planet in danger. Mm-hmm. And so it makes complete sense as to why he would do this here and now.
So, like, no, like, I absolutely love this scene, and I think pretty much everybody in the room that was watching it with us was in tears when this happened. I do have to a little bit of criticism, and it has nothing to do with the content of the scene or the story. It was literally the way the gang kind of all individually stood up. It's like, and me. I'm like, come on, guys, they didn't need to do it that way, but like. Ultimately,
I thought that was the Lord of the Rings reference.
No, that wasn't.
Yeah, well, it is a Lord of the Rings reference, I think, to an extent. They wanted it to feel kind of like that scene. And it does.
Honestly, I didn't think it needed that, but like I felt like it made it a little more silly to me than it needed to be. But at the same time, I love this scene very much, and I felt, like you said, it's a very good, you know, representation of coming out and also developing the story and taking that weapon away from Vecna.
And, like, if, you know, I get that, like, maybe that's not a thing that every single human being can relate to as far as, like, your sexuality being a thing that you think will divide you from the people around you, especially not today, right? Yeah. But, like, I think acceptance is a thing that everybody can relate to. 100%. Like, you obviously want to be accepted by your friends, family, whatever, or maybe you don't give a fuck about your family. I don't. But I don't care if they accept me or not. But, like, acceptance is a theme of humanity and who we are. Mm. And so I think that everybody can relate to it from that point of view.
100%, yeah.
The only thing that I feel like is unrealistic about that scene is that in '87, at least one of them would have probably dropped the F-bomb and walked out. You know.
But I mean, look, it was like what, maybe 85 canonically speaking, when Lucas and Max got together. No one had a problem with him. Like, come on, this thing.
Yeah, small Ohio town.
Yeah.
Well, they at least though there is some of that. You know, like but it's almost all from Billy.
Yeah.
You know, Billy's like, Max, there's just certain people you don't hang around, and he's one of them. I'm like,
well,
what does he mean by that?
Also in season 1, the bullies called him Midnight.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, him being the like token black kid in a small Ohio town.
Yeah,
that was, you know, I feel like it would have been a little more overt, but
yeah,
I can see why they didn't want to put the show
right. Yeah.
So there's a couple of thoughts that I had about this scene here. For one, I didn't expect the discourse on this scene to be what it was. But maybe this is just naivety on my end, because I should have seen it coming. But I didn't expect the internet to be so divided.
They've disappointed me greatly. I shouldn't be surprised, but I was just a bit.
Yeah. I thought that for the most part, the scene was great. I thought that this was probably Noah's one of his best kind of performances, because he really did it. He always does a good job with scared, because that's who his character is fucking scared.
Yeah.
But he did a great job here. I thought really kind of channeling in that kind of fear and putting it on display in a manner like this. Now, when I look at this scene, like in a nutshell, I think that it's really good. Again, I think we could have shaved some time off of this.
Just like there's a lot of scenes like that in these 3 episodes.
Mm-hmm. And I had a couple thoughts that came to my mind. One was when I first saw how unfairly this scene was. Like I gotta be honest, I thought the scene was good. I didn't think it was, I didn't think it was groundbreaking or anything. I thought it was a good scene though.
Yeah.
But then I saw like online, I thought people were joking, but they were serious. Like, which scene was more cringe? The Will coming out or Ellie from The Last of Us season 2, the I'm gonna be a dad scene? I was like, well, this is a fucking joke, right?
Oh, there's people that are saying like that they're trying to figure out if this is Rise of Skywalker bad or Game of Thrones season 8 bad.
Wow.
Yeah,
whoa.
There's, and I'm just like, the fact that you would even put it anywhere within a mile of those things is unbelievable to me. I mean, obviously that this is a very vocal minority, right? I mean, obviously, like it's one of the most watched shows of all time, and like it's still very popular. Most people are really loving it, but like just the fact that like someone actually typed that shit.
Yeah.
Like and like you, I think it was during the last review of part 1. You what is it? Event TV? Yeah. Like, and so that means everybody's fucking watching this show. Like, honestly, people who aren't usually in this type of genre are watching this show because of how popular it is. Yeah. Just like what Game of Thrones was, and the fact that there is that small minority that is that loud is still mind blowing to me.
Well, I do want to do this and give some people the benefit of the doubt and say, first of all, I'll be blunt here. All bigots are ignorant, but not all ignorant people are bigots.
Right. Correct.
And I say that because, yes, there are definitely people out there who have review bombed and who don't like this simply because is a gay person coming into his own and embracing himself. But there's also some people out there who are just ignorant and who don't understand why this is important, even within the context of the story.
Yeah. I'll be honest. I spoke with somebody who was kind of on the younger side, a couple generations below us, about it, just kind of get their thoughts. And they were like, yeah, I don't understand why that scene was such a big deal. But this person's like 19.
Yeah.
And because it wouldn't be, right? If you grow up like right now, odds are you have a non-straight friend.
Yeah.
If your friend group is more than like 2 people, odds are one of them isn't straight.
That's true.
But they just didn't understand that, like in '87, this was a huge deal.
Yeah.
When Ellen said she was gay in the '90s, it was like, you would have thought that they dropped a fucking atom bomb on Nebraska or some shit. You know,
Yeah.
like that would have been less of a story.
When Wesley Snipes came out as being black, you should have seen people surprised.
Yeah, they were like, "You were there the whole time."
The whole time.
The fuck. Yeah, so I was just really taken aback by people's kind of reaction to this. But I mean, I always just subconsciously compartmentalize things and digest things in forms that like I can understand, right? And so I look at this like almost like Steve Rogers, right? Not a gay man that we know of, right? He's never done, but the thing that kept him back from William Mjolnir was more than likely a secret that he was keeping back.
Right.
And when he was forthright about that and was willing to, face whatever came with that, soon thereafter he was worthy of lifting one of the most powerful goddamn artifacts in all the universe, and gave us one of the most incredible badass scenes in superhero movie history.
Yeah,
But it's kind of that's kind of how I look at this thing with Will. Yeah, because it would be different, right, if the show didn't give us any kind of context as to why this would be important for Will to overcome before they go into the big battle. It had to happen. Right. Like, I'm not gonna say it had to happen here, but it had to happen before they do this big battle.
100%. And honestly, they've been building up to it since episode 1.
Yeah,
episode 1. And the fact that it's led up to this moment, like, I feel like it was well placed in my opinion, but like I agree with you, it definitely needed to be before this fucking crazy ass plan that they're probably all gonna die fighting this fucker.
I think maybe some other people's problem is that they didn't want to end the penultimate on this. They wanted to end it on a fucking, I don't know, Vecna with twin katanas dashing towards L, and then like they do the anime thing, and then it freeze frames, and then I don't know. Maybe that's what they wanted, but I don't think that people wanted to end on a note like this. I don't know.
They wanted like L to be on this side of the screen and Vecna to be on this side of the screen and have the big zoom out, and then they both do this, and then it cuts out. You know?
And then it freeze frames. We get the Dragon Ball Z theme song. The
next time on Dragon Ball Z.
But man, people be tripping.
So the Lord of the Rings reference is actually when Mr. Clark drives the truck through the gate.
Actually, no. Murray's driving the truck.
Yeah, but Mr. Clark is in the truck.
No, he is on the tower as lookout with Erica, and he has the remote control for the gate. He
blows the gate up.
Yeah, he doesn't blow it up. He just opens the door.
They just open it?
Yeah.
Dang, man.
So the whole scene is Mr. Clark and Erica are running, surveillance and recon in that tower that they did earlier in the season.
The gate totally blows up.
It does not blow up. Jesus fuck.
Maybe Michael Bay added that shit.
Maybe you did. But so as Murray is driving his fucking massive box truck, he's like, "All right, Schnookums, and it's your turn." And like Mr. Clark points the remote at the gate and goes, "Melon." And which is a Lord of the Rings reference of the dwarven word for friend.
It's when they open the gates to the Mines of Moria.
Wow.
Mines of Moria, yeah.
Wow.
It is dwarven, right?
You fucking nerd.
Like, the messed up part is all 4 of us that were watching, it was me, Caleb, Kay, and Jazz, all immediately popped for that shit because we immediately knew what it was.
Yeah, how could you not? I mean,
exactly. What's wrong with you?
Yep. Totally got that. Absolutely. Who didn't? Anyway, I had a thought before that just completely derailed me. So here's my thought. So I know that we're going to get to the part where we start theory crafting maybe about how this thing ends. My theory personally is that as Vecna will fall, he's going to fall, I think, maybe like the halfway mark of it. And that's going to be your hallmark tale of this shit is not over. There is something else. That something else is Doug Dimmadome, owner of the Dimstow Dimmadome, and he's going to sick some more Dimmadogs out and Demogorgons out because this is what Doug Dimmadome has been doing all dim a long time.
See, if Doug Dimmadome existed in this
owner
universe,
of the Dimstow Dimmadome?
yes, that one. they would just climb his hat to get to the abyss.
God damn. That hurt my brain, man.
So he's the owner of.
Oh, I know exactly all of this. I don't need a recap. I'm just saying the fact that you just rattled that shit off. I was like, no.
He dresses like Colonel Sanders, but he has a very tall hat.
Yeah. And he's the owner of the Dimmadome.
Yeah.
My bad. Yeah, I got it.
Doug Dimmadome.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah. I mean, so he owns all things Dimma. So I think that Doug Dimmadome this whole time has been pulling strings. It makes sense the more you think about it.
He's the mind flayer.
He's the mind flayer. You dim it down straight.
The upside down isn't a wormhole. It's just his new hat.
It's his new hat.
Oh my god.
That's why it's got the cone shape.
Yeah.
I think it was one of the characters who dropped the word demo dogs, or maybe it was like the dubbers in like behind the scenes interview.
Dustin said demo dogs.
Yeah. And as soon as he said demo dogs, I was like, fucking Doug Dimmadome.
He was behind it all.
Behind it all. How did I not put this together?
Oh my god.
So, I think there's a couple things, right? Like about this, like kind of last scene, like the last episode. Like there was a lot of exposition that went here, and a lot of that shit could have been smoother. Do you guys think that that's them not trusting in the audience, or do you
100%.
think that...
I'll stop you there. Yeah.
Okay, it's just, that's what it is.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. It's not...
I mean, as the internet has proven.
Yeah. Sometimes you can spell it out and they still don't get the shit, you know? But that's 100% what it is. Listen, TV, it's not so much that creators have gotten worse, it's that they don't trust the audience.
Well, and also so much of, like, the binging a TV show is like people are just scrolling on their phones while it's on. You know, the attention span is gone for a lot of this stuff. And when you're trying to make this event TV that like everyone's gonna watch, you know,
you have to make sure that everyone gets it, and that's why we end up with some moments that do feel like crunchy peanut butter instead of smooth.
Yeah, and sometimes you want the crunchy peanut butter, and sometimes you don't.
Yeah. Sometimes you need a little bit of crunch, but other times, you know, you can do with the smooth.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I'm a goddamn peanut butter aficionado, so you know I'm with you.
Peter Pan or Jeff?
Oh, Peter Pan.
Oh,
now,
okay.
now, for the smooth.
Okay.
Now, if you don't have a way to get Peter Pan, like if the store was out, you know, not like if you couldn't afford it, like go suck some dick, get some money, get you some Peter Pans. But like,
you can do other things before you get to.
But if you don't have access to Peter Pan Crunchy, the extra crunchy Jif will suffice. The blue lid.
Okay. Oh, the blue lid shit.
Yeah, the blue lid, the extra crunchy.
Yeah, that's
That
that.
blue.
God damn.
Yeah,
That's more peanut than butter.
but Peter Pan.
Okay.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, the homie Dylan was actually at my house one time, and he's also a Peter Pan believer, and he saw that I had the crunchy Peter Pan, and he was like, "Oh, not the crunchy." He was like, "I just about use a different brand," and I was like, "That's fucking blasphemy. You gotta go."
I really feel like Skippy needs to be in this list.
I was gonna bring up Skippy, but you know he stopped me at Peter Pan. You know,
Don't nobody eat that shit.
Yo,
I mostly just wanted to get a reaction out of him.
what about Smuckers when they combined the peanut butter and the jelly into one jar? Y'all remember that shit?
All right.
They still sell that shit.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Yo, no. Go to
I
bed.
live here.
Yeah.
Go to bed.
Okay, well,
Yeah,
that's,
in honor of the homie Kevin, you gotta
Go to bed.
that's fair. I get up at 4:00 in the morning anyways. That's my fucking bedtime.
Damn, do you really?
I do.
Man, fuck that.
Yeah, that's right. You work on base now. Yeah.
That's crazy, man. I can't do that shit.
Dog.
What else we got? I do want to talk about the Abyss. I love the whole thing where it's like the upside down's a wormhole, blah, blah. I think that concept is cool. But, like, why does the upside down look infinitely creepier than the actual Abyss looks? I actually thought that the way the Abyss looked, it just kind of looked like a ruined ancient Egypt. It actually, in my opinion, should have been, like, way creepier, and that would have kind of made sense why the upside down is kind of like a combo of our world and that world. But
In my opinion, it kind of looks like Mars from John Carter.
Yeah,
It does look a little Marsish.
Yeah.
But like, they gotta explain to me why the Upside Down is so goddamn gross and creepy.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, the Upside Down is the creepiest looking of the three places.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I do like that this season clarified some shit for me because I was very like, what the fuck? Because season 4 not implies, straight up says that like Elle pushed, they showed the scene where Elle pushed Vecna through the wall, whatever. Mm-hmm. And we're kind of led to believe that like, all right, she yeeted him into the Upside Down right there. But then earlier in season 2, we actually see the gate being opened. They have Elle in the tank, and Elle is like using her powers, and she like overdoes it, and the gate opens. So I'm like, okay, but Elle created the gate when she pushed Vecna through the fucking wall, and now we know from this season that that's actually not what happened at all. When she pushed Vecna through the wall, she actually yeeted him into the abyss. She cast banishment.
And honestly, if you go back, and again, I've seen so many fucking fan theories. If you go back and actually look at that scene where Vecna is actually going into the abyss, you can actually visibly see it. Like, it is a little more red rather than the dark and blue. So I'm like, okay, that makes more sense.
Yeah, like, she pushes him through to the abyss. She banishes him. And then later on, Brenner tries to get her to find him in the tank, and that is when she accidentally does. She actually does find him, but doing so actually opens up the Upside Down and the wormhole,
right,
and everything. And I was very glad they clarified that shit, and now it makes 100% sense. But before they clarified, I was like, this ain't working out for me.
Yeah. This math ain't checking out.
It ain't mathing.
Yeah. And no, I do agree. I am glad that they were able to clear that up. Now, I guarantee you that half the internet is like, I don't understand.
Yeah, well.
Wormholes.
Yep. It's wormholes.
Space-time butthole.
Space-time butthole.
I'm going to explain it to you the best way I know how. It's D&D. This whole fucking show is D&D.
Fuck it. It's D&D.
Fuck it, D&D.
And we're not talking about Do Not Disturb. We talking about dungeons, dragons.
Probably my favorite thing about this show is how they sold everyone this like, spooky horror show, but it's actually just D&D.
It's just D&D.
Right. Yeah. The whole time.
The whole time.
The whole fucking
do we want to score this thing and then do some theory crafting?
Yeah, let's do that. I'm trying to think if there's anything else.
I don't know.
Listen, I don't have any ill will towards anyone, but I haven't laughed enough at poor Holly. Because every time I think about her situation, that shit gets funnier and funnier. I can be on the brink of falling asleep and be like, Holly got fucked up. That shit. Oh, shit. So we already spoke about how Max, she sees her way out. It's just funny, right? Just looking at the context of it all. Max starts walking towards...
They both start walking. When their gates are open.
Though, like, when they first see it, Max starts walking towards it. Then Holly does as well. Max is like, whoa. This one's for me.
Take your little ass over there.
So listen, kid. Here's the thing about life. Sometimes you get fucked, right? But just believe in yourself, and with Christ, all things are possible. And you got it, kid. Like,
get out there and be somebody.
That's right. Get out there and be somebody. Go make something of yourself. And I'll see you on the other side, right, dudes? I'm sure your portal's gonna be fucking amazing too. You got this, all right. I gotta go see my boo thing, so I'm gonna peace out now. You got this? You good?
You got this? You good?
You ask somebody if they got this, knowing that you have no intention to help. That's
well, Max actually does stay and help her, which I wouldn't have done.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like Max.
I'd have been out.
Max almost got back to her body just in time to get mauled to death by a demodog.
Yeah, I'd have been like, listen, it's fair. Just have your cool ass boyfriend play your favorite song and you can get out.
The Doug Dimmadome Demodogs.
Yeah.
Only the Dimstill Dimmadome and Demodogs Emporium.
Yeah.
And then
Dimporium.
Yeah, Dimporium. And then poor Holly, she's like, oh no, I don't want to be here all alone. I believe in myself. There's my portal. She goes through the motherfucking portal. She's like, oh no, what is this?
Yeah.
What is this tentacle porn dick in my mouth?
Yeah, they shortened that shit significantly from when they pulled out of Will in season 2.
Yes, they did.
I gotta say though, I think that the actress they got for Holly is like really good though. Like, she's
I
like,
do not believe that she's in grade school though.
No, but she's just believable, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, she is.
But yeah, I'm actually pretty glad they elected to not have her pull this fucking 8-foot long fucking.
Because that would have been rough.
Yeah, that shit. Reddit would have had a time with that.
Yeah, there was a point where I was just thinking they could have did like the forehead, like did it have to be down the throat? Like okay,
but she had her Under Armour on, so it's all good.
Okay,
that is true.
You seen that?
Yeah.
They edited it out.
Oh,
Did they really?
Yeah.
They're like, oh, can't have that.
Yeah, that's their Starbucks cup or whatever.
That is their Starbucks cup. Yep.
Oh damn! What was the Under Armour equivalent back then? Just the fucking.
I think they actually did have Under Armour, but that logo didn't exist.
Yeah.
Oh, was it just that logo that didn't exist?
It was the logo that didn't exist.
Okay.
Yeah, because I mean, obviously, she just had on some like actual modern day Under Armour, and the logo did not exist yet.
Yeah.
And someone probably Googled it and was like, "Oh fuck, yeah, she's got the Under Armour on. Did that exist in the 80s? Oh, it did. Okay, we're good." And then they didn't,
Yeah.
Nobody was like, "When was the logo invented?"
Yeah, I think we can go ahead and score this thing.
Okay, who wants to go first?
Who went first last time? Ozathy, did you go first last time?
I actually think I did.
Yeah.
Because
that put it on you then.
Puts it on me. All right. So there's a lot about these episodes that I do really enjoy. I think that there's a lot of things here that they do a good job with, considering all the different plates they're trying to juggle at the same time. And while
which is their fault, but
it is entirely their fault. But at the same time,
we're here now,
and they are trying to do. They're trying to serve all masters, and oftentimes when you try to serve all masters, you end up serving none. And
well put.
It's just the issue is when you try to appease this enormous audience, a large part are going to wind up unsatisfied for one reason or another.
Yep.
It's just the nature of how these kind of things go. But with that being said, though, I think that some of these character moments are excellent. And for some of these characters, it may be the last great moment of theirs that we get. And so I think it's pretty important to kind of appreciate some of these moments in these episodes, because we may not get another great or compelling moment with some of these characters again. With only a little over 2 hours left in the whole series, there just simply isn't enough time.
Yeah, everything that's like inter-character is basically wrapped up. Like all those conflicts and stuff.
Do I think that these episodes are perfect? No. Do I think that they're great? I think they're a little south of great for me. Do I think they're as strong as Volume 1? Also no. But I still had a good time, and right now I am mostly riding off of I want to see how this ends. And even though it seems like more of some of the flaws of the show have been put on blast, I still want to go back and rewatch and pick up on things that I've missed maybe the first time through. And I think that that's still a sign that the show has done a lot of good. So these episodes, I think that in the vacuum, they are fine. They're not the best Stranger Things episodes that I've ever seen, but they are serviceable enough for me to get to the finish line where we're heading towards. I give them a 7.5 out of 10.
Very nice. I had a slightly better experience with these episodes. I do agree with you that I don't think as a whole, like if I'm going to go minute by minute, I don't think that Volume 2 is as good as Volume 1. But I will say that the highs of Volume 2 are higher than Volume 1. Like there's some incredible moments in Volume 2 that I think are better than the best Volume 1 moments. But I also think there are way more what the fuck is going on right now moments in Volume 2. Volume 2 is much more clunky, crunchy, as you put it earlier, as like they're trying to check off all these boxes going into the finale. Now, I hope that means that the finale is just going to be the bee's knees, right? Like, this thing's going to be incredible. We're going to remember the ending, kid. We're going to be in here next week, like, dick in hand, like, just ready to give this thing a 10, right?
Mine's already in hand.
You're like, mine's in hand on a 7.5. I really hope that's the case, right? Is that, you know, they checked off all these boxes so that they can give us this Stranger Things movie quality crazy finale. Everything's going to be nuts. Either that or we'll be sitting in this room next week being like, man, they really Game of Thrones season 8'd the fuck out of us.
I swear to God, if they do that, I'm going to be so upset.
That's got to be in the forefront of their minds, right? Like when they sat down to like talk about how this shit was going to end, they were like, okay, well, like this is the worst case scenario. We got to stay as far away from this as possible.
Well, damn near the whole season would have to be bad for that to happen, though. So it's already a false equivalency.
Yeah, they would have had to be like one good episode, maybe two, and then just tank. Yep. And I don't think we've seen anything that I qualify as bad. There are things I'm less interested in, or I think the pacing is not great, or need to flow more smoothly. Honestly, one thing I am also surprised about too is like Stranger Things is very much known for their like needle drops, right? They're known for like having the big like, you know, era specific song kick in. They really didn't do a lot of that here in these episodes either.
I think I'm good on Kate Bush.
Yeah, probably good on that.
Like, while I do enjoy the song,
yeah, for sure.
I was kind of hoping that Tiffany song was going to take off this season, but you know,
and then they also went back to the Moby song.
Yeah,
and I'm like in a reverse manner almost, like no one's dying. You know?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, agreed. I really hope that the love triangle shit is completely over now and we don't have to deal with that anymore. But I'm going to give these a little bit higher than you. I'm going to give them an 8 out of 10.
So what's crazy is I was actually bouncing between both of those numbers. Because, like, I do feel like I had a little more of a good time with it than you did. But also, I don't think I had as much of a good time as you did. So, no, like, there were a lot of great things for me. Like, my dream team, they finally hashed it out, made up, and I'm great with it. I do hate the fact that they've just lost was my favorite character, Hopper, is no longer my favorite character because of this season, which is sad to fucking say.
He's barely in the show.
Yeah, exactly. And the stuff he is getting is garbage, in my personal opinion. But like, looking at it as a whole, I think I'm going to give it a 7.7. Because, like, I was bouncing between you guys. Like, I was definitely like, yeah.
In defense of Hopper and maybe also Joyce, I do think their arcs are wrapped up. Like I think end of season 4, Hopper's arc is basically done. Mm-hmm. I think the moment that Joyce and Will had that conversation where they
became side characters instead of main characters.
Yeah, I think that's okay. I think it's okay for those characters.
It's almost like passing the torch, but at the same time, like, I've been a Hopper fan since episode 1. Coffees are for coffee. A morning is for coffee and contemplation, and I'm not feeling that right now. That's just a me thing, though.
How mad would you guys be if Harper did die at the end of season 3?
I would just think it makes no sense. We've already been through that trauma, and
he said season 3.
Season 3?
Yeah.
Oh, if he did?
Yeah.
Oh, I think I would have accepted it.
Yeah, I wouldn't have been mad. It would have been this incredibly heart-wrenching moment for the show.
I agree.
But I really love his arc in season 4, so I'm fine with it either way.
Yeah, I guess my thing is I see where the show is now, and for Hopper, I don't see how he's not going to get anything that's going to be near the high that he would have gotten had he died in season 3.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, but also I think his return at the end of season 4 was so like earned.
It was.
It was such a triumphant thing for him to be back.
It was a great return, but man, like
The payoff
was,
afterwards,
yeah,
nothing.
It was great, seeing certain wrestlers return and then they get like a shit push, and it's like, okay, well, that was fun while it lasted.
Oh my god, that is the best fucking analogy. Yes, I fucking agree. Like it's like Edge trying to come back, and like it's like, oh,
Yeah, that's a great one. 'Cause Edge, I was out of my seat when he returned to the Rumble, and then like 2 months later, I don't
care.
I don't care.
I think the difference is that like Hopper actually had an amazing arc in season 4, but then his story's just done.
Yeah, I'm not saying like everything is garbage with them.
Yeah, no.
I'm just saying it's not what I wish they would give us one last hurrah.
And we may get that in the finale.
We may.
Good.
Like they're gonna throw on you. Don't mess around with Jim, and he's just gonna elbow drop Vecna.
I would actually love to see a fucking like Guardians of the Galaxy hallway fight, but with just Hopper fucking shit up to that song. That would be amazing.
Side note, if Vecna doesn't catch Holly right, she just
Oh yeah, that bitch is dead.
Oh yeah.
Like she died.
Everybody that has telekinesis is not there. Mm-hmm. So
Yeah.
Like
Vecna
I will
saved
say
her
for
life.
shock value, that fucking scene got me fucking hard. Like when she I was like,
God damn.
not that kind. Stop it. That's not what I meant, and you fucking know it.
205, making a clip. All right.
No, you are not.
Nancy Wheeler is gonna run outside and then watch her little sister explode like a tomato. That's a weird kink. I'm not judging.
Yeah, that's a very bizarre one. I'm not. Yeah.
No, but
That's
what
so
I meant was it caught me so off guard. I was not expecting her to go falling down. I thought maybe like there's some sort of gravity shift or something, because obviously there's an up and a down, which is kind of weird in a bridge, in my opinion.
Well, to me, it just added more humor that I'm sure they didn't intend, because she just, how you gonna wind back up in the same goddamn spot?
I think the gravity goes down because of the way that the gate was opened. Elle opened it from.
Science explains it, but it's more of like I was just not expecting that, and then I was like, oh my god, this bitch is about to splatter.
They should have cast Aaron Paul for this show so he could be like, yeah, science.
Science, bitch.
Science, magnets, bitch.
Science, Mr. White. Yeah. I mean, Mr. Clark.
Speaking of which, play Dispatch.
Oh, have you been playing that?
Yeah, I finished it. Yeah,
I've been hearing that it's amazing.
it's great.
I've unfortunately been playing other shit. But.
All right, so theory crafting time. How do we think this show ends? How do we think Vecna is dealt with? Who do we think makes it? Who do we think doesn't make it? What happens?
I personally think that it's clear that Kali is definitely involved in, like, either is being corrupted by the Mind Flayer or is directly working for him. I don't fucking know the actual, situation. But I definitely think that this is how Vecna is attempting to get 11, is to lure her into a false insecurity with a sister and going to try to manipulate her to just stay there or whatever for Vecna's plot. However, I think Will is going to be the lynch there, where he wasn't supposed to go with them, but he is now.
Yeah.
So I think that in itself is going to play out, and personally I think that would be pretty decent. I don't know if they live or not. I don't have any real theory there, but
Do we get a L and 8 fight? And what does that look like?
what does that look like? Because like
When Gandalf and Saruman fight in the tower.
I mean, we have had a lot of Lord of the Rings references, so
That's what it's going to look like, yeah.
That's also one of the most funniest shits I've ever seen.
It's all because fucking Peter Jackson doesn't like magic on screen.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I've watched like all fucking 10 hours of like the behind the scenes of all that shit, and Peter Jackson like it's supposed to be like an actual like magic fight, but Peter Jackson thinks magic is like hokey on screen. He doesn't like it.
That's very interesting. I didn't expect that answer.
Right? Yeah, that is weird.
Yeah, if you think about it, you hardly ever see a character actually use a like magical spell in Lord of the Rings at all, especially in the regular theatrical cuts.
That's true.
I know we're on the theory wagon right now, but I do have to bring up one more thing because me and the homie Lauren were talking about this like as it happened, and also the internet has blown up about it. What is your guys' opinion on if Jonathan and Nancy, did they actually break up? Because the dialogue was a little weird. I personally think, yes, they did.
Yes.
And I think even the Duffers have come out and said that they have. But, like, Lauren is fully convinced that they didn't break up. They just didn't get...
She was probably all in on that scene, huh?
She was. She told me that she was very emotional during that scene.
Does Lauren feel that they should just detonate the wormhole and fuck them kids? Because... Fuck them kids is kind of her theme.
Oh, damn.
Again, I'd be kind of... If that was a solution, if that's going to stop Vecna...
Well, I think it would. If they collapse the wormhole, it will stop it.
Oh, shit, we Gucci.
We Gucci.
Yeah, you just have to sacrifice 12 children. And all the people at the military base.
Yeah, let me see. How many... So that's probably... With the people in the military base, maybe 100 total?
Well, we can see who the renegades were and who were the paragons.
Yeah.
Okay, and then there's how many people left on Earth? This one carry this... billions.
At this point in time, about 5.5 billion. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I think... Yeah.
Yeah, renegade shepherds.
Renegade shepherds versus the paragon shepherds. 100%.
Yeah, call it what you want to... But, yeah.
I think for sure, like, obviously, the way that they planned it, that shit's not going to happen.
Oh, God, no. Like, when has it ever a plan officially gone off? Like, especially this is a reflection of D&D. Like, how often does your plan go the way you plan it?
Yeah. I think a combination of, like, what I think will happen and what I'd be satisfied with is... I do think that Vecna will get somebody. Like, don't know who it'll be. I don't know if it'll be Murray or, or if it'll be like Hopper or Joyce or, somebody. I think Will has to be the deciding factor. Like, Vecna believes that he can still control Will. So he's like, Will is off the board. I'm not worried about Will. But because he had the coming out scene and everything, that Vecna will not be able to overcome him. So I think Will has to be the thing that ultimately ends up making the difference and allows him to beat Vecna.
Well, okay, go ahead.
I think that Dustin and Steve are going to die collapsing the Upside Down.
I mean, that would be heart-wrenching, and I would be devastated. But I think I would accept it. I have to be the messenger again on the internet side. So there is this theory that whole coming out scene was a mixture between Will and Vecna because of certain things that he has said. Like he was talking about I can't remember the name of the general goods store that his mom works in. But he talks about going there for milkshakes. It's a general store. They don't serve milkshakes.
And that's more of a 60s thing. Yeah, I have actually seen all of this.
And, like, I'm not saying that like, it's not interesting, but I do feel like they're just grasping now. I think people are just taking too close to the, Easter eggs. And
I think because the actor is so good that plays Vecna, people want to, like, humanize him.
Yeah.
And they want this fucking Ben Solo, he's going to turn good at the last second thing. There's nothing they could do I would hate more.
Yeah, like, I don't want that. Like, I want Vecna to be this fucking crazy... Like, honestly, we kind of get that when he's chasing Holly and Max down. Yeah. Like, he fucking... just, like, went through all of his various guises and then, like, ends up, like... showing them his true form.
Henry is irredeemable. He was an evil little shit when he was a child.
Yeah.
This was not a good person ever. He fucking beat that dude to death with a rock.
He did.
I've said this for years now on this very podcast, but it is okay for your bad guys to be bad guys. Just because you like them does not mean that they need to make a face turn. Mm-hmm. But again, the casual fan bases, they get rabid about certain shit.
Oh my god, yeah. Like, it's insane, like, how many fan theories there are about that. Like, I'm like, dude, Vecna's evil. Let him be evil.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, we've said this many times on this podcast, but we're all former wrestlers here. Your babyface is only as good as your heel.
Yeah.
And if your heel is not a heel, then you can't have a babyface.
Right. Yeah, if your heel is a nobody, then either you're beating up a nobody or you're getting beat up by nobody. Either way, no one looks good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I think that about old Vecna and his ending. I don't know exactly what I think they have in mind for him, like in terms of him like wrapping this up, and are they gonna do it like a face turn with him? I really really fucking hope not. I do know this much though, Vecna, he's got to get his kill count up, because right now Pennywise is embarrassing him. Gotta get those numbers up. Those numbers way
and
up.
see, honestly, that would be fucking cool. Yeah. Like if we actually got as it's descending or whatever, like before they actually get into the abyss, like his army is starting to come through and starts wrecking Hawkins. Mm-hmm. That would be cool as fuck, and I would love to see that. That would also put tension on Max and Lucas.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that'd be fucking cool. I would love to see that.
So yeah, if I was Lucas too, I definitely, man, I would go, man. But I got it.
I got to take care of my girl.
My girl. And as everything starts coming down, wheelchair.
Hey, you don't mind if I turn on the Nintendo, do you? Okay.
I do feel like they need to get their movie in, though.
Need to get their what?
They have to go to the movies.
Oh.
They have to. They don't have to, but
Yeah.
I think the last hour of this thing, at least 30 minutes, is going to be all endings.
Yeah, it's kind of got to be.
Yeah.
I don't want them to set anything up, by the way. I don't want like a, fucking X-Files tease of some other shit.
I do think, I might be wrong, but I think there is actually a spinoff show. I don't know what it's about. I don't know anything about it, but I think there is a development of a spinoff show of this.
It's about Erica. It's nothing supernatural. It's just about Erica.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking Lady Applejack.
The Adventures of Lady Applejack. I'd watch it.
Yeah. I'd watch that show.
I know they're going to do more things in the Stranger Things universe, and honestly, I would not hate that if they did. But if they do it, it needs to be completely separate from this.
It does.
Like, I would be completely fine with a Stranger Things, whatever, and it's a completely different town, completely different kids, completely different situation. Doesn't have anything to do with the Upside Down or these kids or any of that shit. I'd be fine with that. But
set in the 90s.
Yeah, however you want to do it. But, don't do this. Mm-hmm. Don't connect any of this shit. Like, if Murray lives, he can be the connecting character,
Yeah, modern cinema loves to have connective tissue.
The kids can bust into his office or whatever and be like, "You're not going to believe this shit," and he'll be like, "Try me."
Didn't know where that sentence was going there for a second, but
the kids will bust into his office. He's going to be rubbing one out. And oh my god!
So they bust in and he busts.
Yeah.
So.
There's a lot of busting going on. All right.
Because busting makes us feel good.
We need that as a button. We just need we need a busting button. You hit it and it's a busting.
I would destroy this soundboard before I do that.
We still need to get those t-shirts made.
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay. So has the gang? Because maybe I missed it here at the very end of the last episode, but did they actually finalize a plan as to how they're going to get there?
Yeah, matter of fact, this was one of my favorite Steve moments of this season. Is like they're talking about how how do they get up there and all that stuff, and he's like, well, let's just fucking make it simple. Use what already exists. Like the radio tower does exist at that time, and so they're gonna let it come down some so they can climb the radio tower and go through it that way. So it's going to have to come down some.
So they're going to let Sephiroth summon Meteor, and then...
Well, that's kind of what happened in FF7.
Oh, yeah, well, I don't know about let.
Failed to stop, yes.
Aerith was in on it, but she didn't tell nobody else.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, So, how much of this do you think Vecna is aware of? Do you think like he knows that all right, gang is coming?
Personally, like, I think while yes, we got a little bit of the "you're gonna spy for me one last time" thing. I think it's still happening. I think there's still a little bit of a connection where he's watching through Will, and that's what I feel. I don't think it's as elaborate as the internet has come up with him, being connected to Henry and all that shit. But I do think he is still using him as a spy at this moment.
Yeah, I can't get on board with that. I don't think it's. I think Will would know. Like Will when he used Will as a spy this most recent time. Will knew the whole time.
Yes, but there's also even evidence from the past where it's it was very difficult for him to tell. So it could Vecna can grow also in power.
Sure, but that was when he was a little kid and he didn't know what was going on or know about his abilities.
I'm not saying that it's not possible, but at the same times I think personally it's still a little bit, maybe not to the extent of the way it was, but definitely he's aware of some things.
I mean, obviously, he knows these motherfuckers are coming for him.
Yeah. Because he's a villain, and that's just how that works.
And let's not forget, Vecna is doing all this shit because he fucking hates Eleven. This is all her fault.
Yeah, it is.
She could have just snapped his neck, and this Stranger Things would have been 4 minutes long.
Do.
Yeah, but she's like, I cast banishment. And now...
Well, see, here's the thing. I don't know if she cast banishment because that sends you back to your home plane. His home plane is here.
That's true.
Yeah.
She actually cast what's the dimensional gate?
I think it
planar shift.
Planar shift, yeah.
Because you can cast planar shift on an unwilling.
That's true.
You have to make a save.
So that's probably definitely what she cast.
Yeah.
So she's a very high level sorcerer.
What was the DC on that? God damn.
She's a wizard. She had to be taught how to use those abilities. That might be the longest silence ever on this show.
You said that just to piss me off, and I know you did.
No, it's accurate. She's a wizard, right?
No. She was actually born with these fucking powers.
You don't know that.
All right, so...
She was literally in a wizard school, but all right.
So, moving on.
Yeah, can we wrap this shit up?
And we're gonna wrap this one up here. So,
wrap that shit up, B.
We got what you said, 128 minutes left of Stranger Things,
and we have less than 24 hours before we can watch it.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, around this time, we will probably know the answer to most of these questions.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Are there any last Hail Mary predictions that you guys want to throw out there?
So Steve and Jonathan will actually get married, and then Nancy will marry the shotgun. I'm just kidding.
I wouldn't hate that, actually. Except for I don't really care for Jonathan.
Man, what if Erica bites it?
Oh no. 0 out of 10.
Yeah, because you can't smell America without Erica.
Yeah.
I don't have any. I've already voiced my outlandish.
Yeah, kind of same here.
Yeah.
They all get to Dimension X and then they realize we really can't breathe here.
Well, then Holly
can breathe there. So
plot twist: Holly's dead right now.
Plot twist: they're all already dead, and this is all a dream.
Will dipshit Derek die?
Nah. The spinoff is actually gonna be about him.
Yep.
Oh no, they're just gonna call it dipshit.
Yeah.
A Stranger Things story.
I think I would still watch it because his one-liners are great.
I'd watch at least 8 seasons of it. So I guess one more last thing here, and to piggyback off of what Oz has been doing all night, this is not my theory, but this is just a shitty theory that's been coming from the internet here. How would you guys feel if they did just straight up do like a pseudo St. Elmo's fire, and that's before our time technically, but we've seen the premise of St. Elmo's fire is the show us a hospital procedural, and then like there's a giant fucking earthquake at the end of the show, and then come to find out you pan out and it's just the mind of a special needs child, and he's looking in the snow globe, and he made the whole story up. So the whole series was bullshit technically.
If this whole thing was just Mike's D&D campaign,
yeah.
I would not hate it, to be honest with you. A lot of people were like, "Oh, I'd be so mad if they just been playing D&D the whole time."
So, this trope I can't fucking stand. I hate every season of television where they have that episode where they're in a mental institution and they come up with that shit. I can't fucking stand it. So no, I will refuse to accept that. And yeah, the whole it's what Mike came up with to deal with Will's death or some bullshit like that. No, I'm sorry, but no.
I think that would be lame. I hate that trope too. But I'm saying, like, if this whole thing was just a D&D campaign. Like, if it was always just them playing D&D.
I don't think I like it. I guess I'll just have to see the execution.
Yeah.
Well, that execution would have to be on point for me to get jiggy with that. I can't get jiggy with that shit.
Did we talk about the 20 theory in the last one where
we didn't, but I don't think we have to.
Where it's 11 plus 8 and then Will is 1.
Yeah, I've seen the theory.
And Erica rolled a 20 to beat Vecna.
Yeah, and which Dustin, if you noticed, rolled an 11 and it didn't hurt Vecna.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I think that's fun imagery.
I honestly think I don't think it's a, it might be a little bit of foreshadowing, but not to a point where it's actually going to be the end all of the story.
Right.
I do think that 11 is not going to be the final hero of this. Personally, I think it's going to be Will, even if it's a sacrifice play.
Yeah.
I think they'll both have a significant part to play.
Same. Yeah, but I think honestly, Will would probably be the one to deliver the final blow.
If they just do some L Goku shit where she just screams at him really hard, I'm gonna be so mad.
Fucking same.
Yeah.
Like the other seasons.
Like the other seasons. Like that one other season she did that. Yeah.
Yeah. The one other season. Yeah, I will be one of those people that's like, I gotta shut the fuck up because I'll be like, well, the show's been doing that the whole time. I'll be like, oh. And I have to come over here and be like, I loved it. I loved it.
Why's your face making that?
Be like, yeah, I loved it.
Kalel, no.
Holy shit. Okay, well, I think on that note, we're going to go ahead and wrap this one up. But, man, what a ride this has been. Stranger Things premiered 9 years ago.
Yep. Long time ago.
A real long time ago.
Back in 84.
That would be a long time ago.
But yeah.
But it has been such a fun ride, and I'm going to say this, and I hope I don't have to eat my words, but despite what happens tomorrow night, the next time we talk about Stranger Things will be very bittersweet. Not saying that we won't ever talk about it again, but in this capacity, it will be the last Stranger Things review.
It will.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah. And so I'm sure that the Duffer Brothers have no pressure on their shoulders right now, and that they're sleeping easy. And
well, it's done now. So done. I don't know if there's pressure. It's just more of like, let's hope they like it.
Mm-hmm. They wake up in the morning and they like call the CEO of Netflix like, oh, we gotta take it down. We ain't sure.
He's like, George R. Martin called, said he liked it, so we need to stop.
But yeah, this has been a whole lot of fun here. Just looking at this show in its entirety and seeing how it started to where it went to where it is now and to how it's going to finish. Really looking forward to seeing how this ship is docked. So we'll see what happens, and I'm hyped. Last episode of the year. I can't thank you two enough for being such a huge part of this. This has been a tremendous 2025 for me for several reasons. But a large part has to do with you guys and just the overall growth and success of the podcast. So, and also, I guess, thank you guys also as well for, watching.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. I think there was a major shift or change in the podcast at some point, maybe in the last year and a half. and it kind of
You
It was the
started
throwback.
upswing.
We started the throwback around that time.
It can't be that because we ain't done that shit.
Oh, you know what it was? I started videoing the podcast.
That's what it was.
I actually think the uptick started right before that. It's just slightly before that. Yeah, just maybe a few months before that.
It's hard to. I did some solo episodes.
No, it can't be.
That had to be it.
It must
might
be the
have
merch
been.
store.
Okay, but that came later though.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
So you know what? It
Could have been like
the YouTube shorts.
The YouTube shorts, or like, could they have not liked Kevin all that much? That's why I didn't watch as much.
Oh, wow.
You know, yeah, that's true.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. Junior.
Junior.
Oh, yeah, we were
100%. Yeah.
We've a ribbon. Yeah, I'm actually surprised we haven't got any phone calls about all the alcohol that's been consumed out of those bottles.
Well, you need to stop mentioning it for one thing.
Oh, yeah, you're right. We can cut that. We can cut that.
Yep.
That's we can do that in editing.
But that's gonna be all for this and homies. We'll see you guys again next year. But thank you guys for a wonderful 2025, and here is to an even better 2026. You're here.
You're here.
Superhero homie salute.
That's right.
But until next time, my name is Superhero Homie Q.
I'm superhero homie Caleb.
And I'm superhero homie Oz.